Don't you hate it when you're watching a jiu-jitsu event and they don't interview the person that just won? I bet you get really angry when interviewers don't ask the questions that you, grappling fans, really want to hear. And I especially think you dislike it when athletes tell the same stories over and over again on different podcasts. I gotta be honest with you, I kind of hate that stuff too. Those are just a few of the reasons why I created this show. The Grappling Hour is a weekly broadcast series where I interview some of the biggest names in our sport. And I do my best to cater each interview to the best parts about the athlete on the other side of this screen. If you tune in regularly, you'll see me host fight companions, travel to different gyms, or on very rare occasions, even roll with some people I have no business sharing a mat with. On the show, we produced over 400 pieces of content with over 250 athlete profiles. Yeah, you heard me. 250 athlete profiles. And we have no plans to slow down anytime soon. If you like the content that you see, or you just happen to stumble upon this page by accident, I would really appreciate it if you would become a member of the Grappling Hour Patreon. By selecting early access, you'll be the first to see these interviews a full 30 days before anybody else. And for just a few extra bucks, you'll get to see the extra bonus content that I create only and specifically for premium tier users. It's my sincere hope that every time you come to this channel, you know that you're in for a good interview, a good piece of content, or even just a good laugh. And that you'll come back to see the athletes I talk to, the gyms I visit, and the types of content that we produce that is unlike anybody else in the sport. I appreciate you for watching all the way to the end of the video. And if nothing else, thank you for making today a great day for grappling. We'll see you back on the mats. What is up, ladies and gents? It is your friendly neighborhood BJJ podcast, Rafa Spars, coming to you with another great installment of the Grappling Hour. I am very excited that you guys are joining us right now. We are in the middle of some ADCC coverage, and it does look like Cameron Hurd is actually going to get a submission here. He is very close on a rear naked choke on what I believe is mat 7. Let's find out if that is true. I might be lying. Mat number 5. Mat number 5. Thank you guys for that. And he is close, but I think this gentleman survives it, actually, for a little bit as, yeah, that's a full minute behind. Yoke. We might have to figure this one out. Just to let you guys know, Bill the Girl Cooper is actually on mat number 8. So if you're rejoining us for some coverage, we thank you guys for showing up, and we're very happy to have you join us. So let's do a couple things here real quick. First and foremost, I should introduce the gentleman over to my left. Your right? I don't know. Kevin, how are you doing, sir?
Chilling, can't complain. Going on. How you doing?
I'm going to bring this right on up. You want to get closer to the thing?
My bad.
There's nothing to feel bad about, sir. You are doing great work. Kevin, actually, you have a super fight coming up in how many weeks?
It's this upcoming Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
A week away, bro.
Yeah,
Dude,
pretty
so stoked for
stoked.
you. You're an excellent competitor. You know what's so great is that you can tell what kind of competitor Kevin is when he's watching this and he goes, should I be there right now at ADCC? And I'm like, you already have a super fight for next week. You're like, oh, but now though.
Yeah, but like, you know, I mean, there's been a lot of competitions the last like year and a half. Just trying to, get more things done.
You've been nonstop though. That's the other thing is you have been competing pretty regularly. So it's not like you've been like cold. It's not like you haven't been doing shit.
No, without a doubt. I feel like the only thing that can keep anybody out of a gym if they're psychotic is an injury, and I think I'm kind of hitting that boat right now.
Which is part of the reason why I was like, yo, you can chill for a minute, and you're like, no, let me get back out there.
Yeah, why not?
You're essentially like D on It's Always Sunny when she's like, let me eat them babies, bitch.
Yo, for real. Like, come on. Why not?
So what have we been missing? I'm going to try and catch up on all the things. Is that another Bodoni? Does Bodoni have a brother?
I don't.
Giancarlo, does he have a brother? That because I saw another Bodoni and I'm like, one, that's a unique thing, and two, I see New Wave on it.
Yeah, that's kind of throwing me off too. I'm like, I don't know. I guess he might. You know, just some kid's been under the sheets. Maybe he's got a fake name. He's trying to get some extra reps without.
Yeah, that's a really
talent.
good idea. It's almost like taking the is that? I thought for a second I saw an Asian dude. I was like, yo, did I miss Cody Steele? Also, I haven't seen Cody Steele. Is he signed up for this?
I don't know.
I thought he was. So I've been trying to figure things out. So anyway, if you guys are just joining us right now, one, thank you. Number two, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. We have lots of coverage still to do. So we are making our way through the 77 kg category. And I think at 4 p.m. is when we are scheduled to do all the women's categories and the remaining men's. So we still have a lot of stuff going. So this dude right here is my favorite fashion so far of the day. Rodriguez, dude, he looks like he's trying to go for a power lift, but he came out of the video game Pit Fighter. Like, and the tape on the ankles is like the piece de resistance of that whole portrait that he is painting. So that's V. Rodriguez. To my knowledge, Brady Wickland also is coming up very soon, keeping ideas on who and what and where and when and why. Yeah, Victor Rodriguez is his name, and he has been very fun to watch. However, I think he just got swept here? Question mark.
Thompson was working it on a shoulder lock here over on mat 1. He's got that triangle around the side. He's digging in on that shoulder. It looks really nice.
I see what you're saying. So if we get some of these mat numbers wrong, it's not our fault. It's mostly because I'm trying to do what Flo asked you to do, which is I'm going to go over the side. I'm going to pull this over. I'm going to do this with you watching. Okay? So you would assume 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should check out. So those should be accurate. This one, for whatever reason, I don't think matches up. So the one on the right-hand side, which is 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're going to do this one together because I want to make sure that I'm doing it right. So now we have a pal. All right, let's start right here. Out, out, out. Okay. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see how it shows up here. Why is 8 there?
I don't know. This is not fun.
Oh, my God.
Oh, there's the Rugrats man again.
Yeah, the Rugrats dude he's feeling it, bro. Okay, so if I take out 8, does it just give me a box that goes like this for 4? No, because 8 went up there. Okay, God damn it.
We're figuring it out.
We're going to make this work. So that's 5. Good. This should be 6. Good. 7. 8. I think we finally have it all ready.
Hey, there we go.
We're doing it. Thank you for your help, sir. And if there's a way I can get this goddamn out of the way. Oh. A. Perez. Who has the anklet? I can't see what the anklets are. Oh, the dude has it all the way high up there.
Yeah.
So A. Perez did get the submission there. Okay, just making sure. Oh, no.
Powerlifter's out.
Powerlifter out. Pit fighter. Restart. Game over. Oh, wait. Oh, his quad's out. This is a very confused... And he still won. This dude's he can't even walk, and he's like, I get to go to the next round. Samson, by the way, friend of the show and guy behind FaZe, is on mat number 5 coming up right now. And he's going up against Michael Lugo. And eek, that's a good match. Max Hansen, mat number 1.
There we go.
So do you have any favorites that you're looking out for today?
Me, not really. I'm just kind of trying to see where I can, who who I want to look for when it's going more into the actual ADCC. I've got a few buddies who I've trained with that were competing today that I was kind of looking out for. But outside of that, nothing really. Just kind of keeping my brain sharp, get some mental reps, see if there's any cool stuff that's going on. I know Andy Varela is going up today, so I'm really stoked to see him come up.
I am nervous for people who are going up against him, man.
Oh, no doubt.
He is feeling very spicy right now.
Yeah, he's been on a tear, so I'm really stoked to see what's going on there.
All right, so let's go through a couple of these notes. So I told you Samson is on mat number 5, and Samson playing from guard underneath right now. Max Hansen, who is a monster, dude. He's going to be competing in the next season of the PGF. Looking forward to that. Oh, no. They're off mats on mat number 2, Parks and Bodoni. And you would think this is an area where we could reset. Like, legitimately, he just has a waist lock. You could just set them back in there and they could go back and do that.
Yeah, I feel like...
Sergio was asking, what's going on mat number 4? Well, I don't know exactly when you asked that off, but Nick Ronan looks like he is looking for a guillotine, trying to force it as a potential pass, but it does look like a very good start to it.
Oh, he's got the foot.
He's leg pummeling off of it to try and advance. And the fact that his opponent isn't moving too much means that he's in a good spot. And man, I just saw a rare ass foot tap. You don't see too many of those, but there was a compromised hand and arm situation. So kudos to what I believe is Brady Wicklund. So congratulations are in order to him. So did that catch up on the time? Oh, maybe that caught up now. Maybe doing that made it so that the other side goes for us a little bit faster. So that's good. Hey, if you're just joining us, hello. Feel free to talk to us in the comment section. We're happy to have you guys joining us. That's the thing I forgot to do. You can go live on here. To our friends over on Instagram, I'm so sorry I forgot you guys were existent. So it's going to pop in just a second. You might be slightly behind us. You have to press go live in addition to doing it. Instagram's great, guys. Recommend it. 10 out of 10. What's up, Apt Callie? Kieran Kachuk coming up on mat number 7. Is that how you say his name?
Kitchuk?
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 Is that what we say? Listen, I'm not asking it like...
I'm using an educated guess. I would say Kitchuk.
It is better than mine. I will 100% agree with you right now. And if he comes back to yell at me, I'm going to say you taught me it.
It's fine.
The hardest part about interviewing these people is I do ask them to say their names for me. Oh, Max Hansen is ahead 4-1. So Max Hansen is competing in the next PGF season. Very happy for him. But guess what? The day after the PGF ends, it's a week-long event. So it's very grueling where you may have multiple matches.
Okay.
He has a super fight that Saturday when we finish on the Friday. Now, granted, maybe he doesn't make it to the second day. Kachuk. Kachuk is what Egghead says.
Kachuk. Thank you, Egghead.
Having said all that, though, it's against Elijah Dorsey.
That's a rough match.
It's a rough match. And for him to do that, first of all, both friends of the show, both part of our top 10 interviews for Grappling Hour of 2023. So I love seeing our buddies get after it. It's just... I think that's where you want to be at full power.
Oh, 100%.
That's such a good competitor that I go, not today. But that is how you know the young Maximus in himself is a very, very, very solid competitor. That's a very good thing by Lugo. He was able to make that work for him, and he might, I don't think he's going to get points off of that, but I might argue he deserves it. He did come up on top. Yep, he gets the 2 points. There we go. Damn. Egghead, what have you been up to? We saw that you were here. Oh, also a bit. Oh, shit. We have the information. Wow. Do you guys want to hear some gossip?
Yeah.
Our sideline reporter information just said a bit of gossip. B Team was banned from getting their own footage because of Craig Jones talking shit about Flo.
So they're little bitches, are you saying?
So this is,
That's
wow,
ridiculous.
that is embarrassing. Like,
Oh no, Craig critiqued us because we're terrible at what we do.
so here's what's going to happen. If your flow, all you have done is give Craig Jones more ammunition to roast you with. That is, why would you do that to him? Of all people, like, you see, the person that roasts Gordon Ryan the best is Craig Jones. And now he's going to go back to roasting. You think that he's just going to be like, oh, well, it sucks. Shout out to Eddie B. Coy1. Team Bernal is listening. Love and appreciation to that family. Their extended family here at the Grappling Hour. And just in case you didn't know, young Eddie Bernal is going to be fighting back again at Lights Out Fighting. That is on May 18th. Opponent to be named, but mark a calendar because anytime Bernal fights, he is a very, very good fighter. And I have had the honor and privilege of getting to interview and train with him a bunch. Dude's good, man. He is a very tough role, so I always appreciate that. I'm sure we'll be in touch very soon about more information on that. Let's go through a few things. Pierre-Olivier Leclerc. Is that how we say that one?
Yes.
We call it Leclerc?
Yes.
Yeah, you want to say it like, okay, because I'll say it like that. It said, if I was a photographer, I would just give B-Team the footage and credit me for fun. Ivan Rodriguez, you are on to something here.
100%.
Well, you know what? Hey, they're in the same company I am. That's great. We both essentially been banned. That's pretty cool. Samson is on the mats. So, yeah, we were mentioning that Samson was on mat number 5. And I think he's going to come with the L, unfortunately, on this one. But shout out Samson. Samson is part of the team that helps us put together the Subversive, which is happening out here in Orange County on April 13th.
Andrew Tackett will be on the mat next, though, versus Joshua James.
See, this is why we want you here, brother. This. You were worried that you were going to not be able to pay attention here.
Oh, no.
You were on your shit.
Appreciate that. That's just because I know where number 5 is. I'm not that good with numbers.
All right, listen, bro.
Jiu-jitsu.
Can you imagine if we just taught you to paint by numbers for jiu-jitsu? No, 5, 3. I have some friends that I've been very interested to see when they go, so I'm trying to keep eyes on them. The time has come. Meet Armin in the lobby to get your order. Uh-oh.
Oh, the wrong address.
No. I think the hard part is just we're the back alley because you can't go in the front.
Oh, yeah, true. Well, I mean, you can open the door.
You potentially could.
You can. That door opens.
It does open. Let's see if we see him come through. I thought I put it on the list, but you never know. Octavio, be on the lookout for pizza. Kyle Chambers, mat number 6 versus Anthony Briones. Andrew Tackett, you mentioned on mat 5. Trying to see who else we want to keep eyes on. I mean, Pierre, we want to keep eyes on. So those are 3 right now. So just to keep you in knowledge, mat 2, mat 5, and mat 6 are what we are trying to do. But yes, you did mention it. He did lose by points. Very sad. But Samson's a beast. He'll be back.
Also, Hansen did win by points. I think he won 6-2.
He was looking good.
He had mount at the end. I wasn't sure if he was getting points for that. I didn't see if he got the full 3 count, but he had a really good pressure pass and a mount.
Max is somebody who I eventually want to try and roll with, just because I want to steal some of the
Emphasis
shit.
on try. Respect.
Hey, listen, bro. I don't make any reservations like it's gonna go well for me.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, respectfully, I'm like,
Yeah, no.
My best of hope is, well, I'm gonna try.
When I say try, like, I'll 100% do it. It's the arranging that sucks, because when they're like, "Hey, man, I can't make it," or blah blah blah, I go, I don't blame you. But if you want a fun roll and get a highlight reel,
why do I know
call your boy
Victor Medina?
It's a great question. That was a very good question.
To see the name, I feel like I should know that name. And he's on
7.
mat 7, yeah. But I'm like,
Do you know how much better I feel knowing that the people are on the right corresponding mat numbers, though? Like, legitimately, that makes me 1,000% more relaxed.
I can understand that. Playing Where's Waldo every time you look at the screen is the funnest thing possible. Be a little trauma inducing.
It has been very annoying to just get there and be like that. Oh yeah, Chambers. Oh man, anybody that loose to me makes me nervous.
Tackett takes the back.
Oh,
Got
this
a
should be a
body
wrap,
triangle.
bro.
It's been 15 seconds. A minute and 15.
Chambers trying to look for a triangle here. Nope. Instead, maybe looking for the arm. His opponent, Briones, trying to lock it in. He may have just fallen into a knee bar.
That was a solid transition.
I mean, great for me.
Oh, Tackett wins.
Yeah, not a surprise. Once he had that back, I think he's trying to take. Speaking of taking the back, I'm noticing for Chambers, Briones is trying to use that opportunity to force a back take, but instead may look for a pass, going back and forth. Nope, taking the back.
Yeah, he's got the highball ride. He's got a really
good
seatbelt around the back. He's just got to get his hips adjusted.
That's a very, I mean, all things considered, that's some very, very good scouting. If you know that Chambers likes to play that game, that's a really good course reversal. I want to send a note back to our, yo, that's insane. Good work. Find out more if you can. Ta-da.
Oh, Ben Eddy is going to be on 5 next.
Thank you, sir.
Leak.
Dane Leak.
Jean-Jacques Machado.
Yep.
Interesting.
We'll
they
see
have the same jiu-jitsu, technically.
I mean, it's like being part of a cousin, is what I like to say. Caleb Tackett about to come up on mat 7. Oh, hey. So there's a pause right there. And then I see
Kyle Chambers and Brioni still at a 0 score.
Joshua Squires, who I've seen compete before. And I'm so sorry. Who'd you say was?
I was talking about Chambers and Brioni still at
a
0 score.
Yeah, 407 right now for those two.
Still in that awkward little...
Listen, you want every inch you can get on that.
100%.
Because if you're Chambers, you're actually almost out.
Yeah,
you're close, but he's still keeping you stuck in that one space that's so annoying.
What he's trying to work for, because I feel like it's not the easiest spot to work out of. Usually, you end up just kind of falling to your back. The top pressure's there; they're pushing into your hips. You can't really cut a good angle on it. So I'm just curious why he's trying to waste. Oh, he got around to the lat. He got around to the waist. Ooh,
that's why. Oh, man. He's going to triangle the legs.
Yeah. Oh, but he's leaving the other foot open. Going for a toe hold.
He's got options now, though.
He's got to he's got to drive his other hip down.
Ooh, and he got it.
Oh, he got it.
You know what the nice part is? That dude knew he was cooked. So Briones was just like, yeah, man, I've seen your work. I know what you do.
Ooh, Ben Eddy with top pressure.
I know.
Crazy. Seeing some new stuff today.
Don't always see that.
I figured he'd be pulling guard.
You know what? I mean, Ben Eddy is he's just an interesting cat to watch, no matter what.
I'm saying that because of his whisker-like mustache.
Absolutely. I've also, when I've interviewed him, it is very difficult to not lose concentration when you're like, dude, you have an old-timey mustache, and it is impressive.
A little bit.
A couple of notes. John Combs, friend of the show, coming up on mat 7 right now. Johnny Combs, Michael Liera on mat number 3. All right. I'm going to have you kind of narrate some stuff. I'm just going to grab a pizza and be right back. And then Dane Leak. Thank you for that reminder here, Egghead. Dane Leak, PGF Season 3 and 4 vet against Ben Eddy, PGF Season 6 competitor. So...
They've gone a few times. They've got some history. They know what the roles are like.
I think in this particular juncture, though, we're looking to see how those competitors go. And speaking of which, John Combs is a previous trials winner, and he is coming with an agenda right now. He needs the only thing with John, I'll say is...
Oh, he's got the pass. Just secured his right knee on belly.
Yep. The only thing with John I always worry about is just the legs. So as long as he keeps his legs in a very solid spot, he's going to win this no matter what. So here's the thing. Pierre, I think, just ended up winning right now. Oh, no. Heather H. Woods just won. Oh, congrats. Here's the weird part. Woods took off the rash guard and then just threw it into the crowd. And you think, don't you need that? Like, maybe you don't have to go with it, but like, you made the commitment to wearing a rash guard, so why not just stay with that commitment? Actually, I can't get up right now. We've got friends of the show everywhere. Mat number 3, Dorion. Right now, coming up, mat number 3, Noah Chen, another friend of the show, on mat number 5. Both these guys are awesome. That actually might be, I think Noah Chen is on mat 6. My apologies on that. So,
this match with Squires and Bordeaux is really
yes,
good.
Squires is very good. I like watching Squires work.
I say Bordeaux's been working a lot of really interesting stuff out of the guard. He inverted into a heel hook. It looked really worrisome for a second.
All right, Noah, let's go. Noah's been, the messages I've gotten back and forth with Noah have been very spicy. Like, he is ready to go out and war right now, and I'm hoping good things for him today. Benetti still putting that pressure on, and yeah. I mean, he's at 2 minutes, so points can happen if he can get past right now. I think Noah's working.
Wearing away the quarter guard.
Noah's going to take this leg. I wonder if he can finish.
Good frame off.
He's starting in a good spot. Yeah, he's going to triangle that a little bit, though, so it might be a little bit harder than advertised. Combs is about to come into points, but what I was saying a little bit earlier was just the only thing I worry about with Combs is just the legs. If he can keep it safe, he's good.
Like his top pressure looks really good. His passing.
Absolutely. Really it's not fun to be underneath. I will tell you that from previous experience. And Squires up on top.
Points just started 10 seconds ago.
So Noah is trying to get a grip on this leg still. Goes into transition, rolls through. Might have to abandon it, but just to take top pressure at this point. And there's Majid, who I think just won. Did we just imagine that? Did Majid just win?
I was looking at that. I was watching the Benetti screen.
Too many
people at once.
Too many things happening.
It's a good thing. It's a problem, but it's a good problem.
I mean, the hard part is just when you miss your friends.
That part.
That sucks, man. Okay, so Coleman does look like he's in the half. We're not at points yet. We'll see what happens if he's able to get there, but John Combs is going to get his 2. I think he's going to take his time to getting some extra points right now to a mount, which is good for him. He is going to be very difficult to get out of that position. Once he gets mount, it's a very good set.
Yo, Benetti still is just scrambling on top.
Yeah.
He still hasn't secured anything.
No points, though.
Yeah, dude. Dane Leak is really putting up some solid defense. He's not letting him get anywhere. He's really good. He is really good. Ooh. Speak the dough.
Is that his wristband that flew off? There's a part of me that was like, yo, what the fuck just flew off?
Quick to the back take.
Shit. Good. Combs is ahead 7-0, so if he can stay safe for the next minute 30, he's got this. He's a good amount of points away. Noah Chen working from inside a guard, and he has that. That's a good place to start. And if memory serves me right, Noah Chen is out of Art of Jiu-Jitsu. I've had the chance to roll with him. Beast. Really, really solid competitor, and has previously competed for us at Subversive, and I think he's at the next one as well. So we'll see him April 13th. Very excited for that. All right, let's see Combs win here. Back up. Just got a few more points. And it says Eddie and Leak are going to overtime. That is a great observation. Thank you for that. Ooh.
Slides into that single.
Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah. What a way to keep yourself safe.
Right.
Man.
That was a really
all right, Noah, let's close this guard. That should be good. I mean, Leak's just got to stay.
Oh, yeah.
If he can stay out of those guillotine areas.
Got his rubber guard.
Yeah. God damn it, dude. Oh,
he's getting out.
Arms still there, and he's holding down on the right position, but he might get swept as a result. Nah, not at all. Found his way back. What a great defense on there.
Got good pressure to the head.
Noah Chen just got mounted right now, so he is 3 down. 3 down.
12-0.
Yeah.
He's won. He's got
A
1
machine.
second, and he's done.
All right.
Secured.
So I'm going to get some pizza now because I had to hold. Although, Dory, keep eyes on Matt. Oh, I know that's the hardest one to see. So.
I got you.
All right. I'll be right back. I just need to grab the food.
No, do you think? Dory's working a really good De La Hiva game, trying to invert. Oh, he's inverting. He's going for the legs. Reset. A little scrambly. Benetti's still in this for about another minute over Mat 5. Still down 2. See what else is going on over here.
I'll just go with
Still 0-0 with
That's all good. Thank you, sir.
Oh, they're still just playing in the guard game. No scores yet. He's been retaining really well. What else is going on? Benetti playing out of half guard. Over on his end, he's got a 2-on-1. Looks like he might be trying to push ahead over the side, but I don't know. He's got about 30 seconds left. It might be over for him there.
Me too.
Oh, that does.
Oh
good.
No, this is
it's
okay.
Fine.
I know.
No,
I know.
Cool. Go ahead, eat. Do your thing. No, it's fuel for me. Like if I can smell it, that's fine.
Ah, Noah, my
Promise,
buddy.
orange slices taste the same.
You're right.
It's just bread and cheese.
Listen, I'm missing the bread and the cheese. Okay, my man.
Oh.
It's just almonds and orange slices.
Meats. You don't want these sweaty meats.
Yep, that's the way we should call it.
I'm glad
You're
you
not hungry anymore, aren't you? There you go. You're welcome.
enjoy your sweaty meat pie.
No, it's really good. I'm so sorry. Michael Haynes Moiler on mat 4.
Yeah.
Andy Varela on mat 6. Mat 6. So Noah Chen is out. Looks jacked though.
Yeah, big boy.
Good on him. And Leak got the win.
He got the win.
So
2 points in overtime.
now you guys wanted to ask if there was an upset of the day. That might be it. I think that's one of the biggest upsets, if you can call one an upset. Like, yeah.
There's some solid wrestling going on over there. It's Warren Ponce.
And Dory Allen right now, 3-0 on points. Oh, he's against Diego.
Oh shoot!
Shit.
No way. That's not Diego.
Is that
That's not Diego.
D Sanchez?
No, it's an A Sanchez, not a D Sanchez.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's an Alan.
Alan Sanchez. Oh,
Alan
thank
Sanchez.
God. Wait.
Yeah, no.
No. Hold on.
That was Kevin Vera. There's no. Yeah, no. Diego's not on here. Diego's not on here.
But Diego is competing.
He is competing. He's competing at 88.
I thought this is 88.
No, this is.
Oh,
still
77. Okay.
This is 77. Our buddy Bryce Wangilo was competing at 77 today as well.
Huh. Let's do some investigation because I'm a little
Varela is
nervous.
77. I thought Varela was 88 for some reason.
Maybe
Did
just
he drop another weight class?
he might have dropped.
Interesting.
So let's go,
He's gonna
Giuliano.
be big for this weight class.
Yes, as is, he's already deceptively big
Yeah.
in most of his weight classes.
He's got a large frame.
Let's go. Let's just okay. So ADCC. Let's do a lookup. Diego. Diego Sanchez, 10th Planet JJ.
Yep.
77.
Oh,
So that was him.
No, because it was Alan Sanchez, not Diego.
They put the Alan Sanchez on mat 1.
Oh.
It switched right as we were doing because he was on mat 3.
Oh, dang.
Bro, you know what I hate about this is that they're both SoCal people. Like, we could have just done this in SoCal. But instead, they had to go to Vegas to have a match to get putting it against each other.
I'm surprised but they don't do trials at the Pyramid in Long Beach. Like, they do ADCC there already. Like, they know they have the space for it.
What is happening on mat 3? Why is this?
Why is zooming on a guy?
Why is he? And he's just mad. Like, hey, what? Listen to me. Look at my mouth.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Well, shout out to Diego. What's his face? Dory is just a beast. He's a very difficult world, but you know what? He made it all the way through. So I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Let's see what's happening on Matt.
He does have a gas tank, that's for sure.
For sure. Absolutely. And it says right here, can I have some pizza?
No, if anybody's getting pizza, it's me, and I can't have pizza. Get out of here.
It's just, it can't look like more of a PSA, honestly. It's just, hey, kids, no pizza for you. I can't.
Just say no.
I'm riding my bike. You know what? I'll pull that up on the show in a second. It's just as soon as I'm done eating. Well, Varela is done.
Yeah. That match is over with. That's not surprising, no? Who are your top picks? Who are you really looking to see?
Whoever's coming on the show. We know too many people. I think the people that they have identified,
Okay, but not like a political answer. It's like, well, I have to be good. Like, who do you think? Who do you think takes it?
in what
Right
class?
now or in general?
Let me go through a few. Keith Kikorian
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
in his division, so he's 66.
Yeah.
77. If we're looking at that right now, Andy Varela is one of the top. Trying to think of a few others. I mean, Dory was looking good. I thought Dory was going higher, but he is actually going lower, which is kind of a surprise.
Why did he have a tough time with the weight before?
I don't know. I'm not sure they had a tough time. I just wonder that he figures he'll be that nimble and like solid. Is that? Hold on. Who's on mat 7?
That would be Andrew Vega and Chase Vaughn.
Okay, for a split second, he looked. Did I just miss Bobby Winter? Because Bobby's the homie, and he looked like he was in a San Diego Padres, but that looked like a 10th Planet.
Yeah, that was the 10th Planet one. That's the 10th Planet San Diego rash card.
But I think I thought we were behind. So let me just double check. Robert Winter. Robert Winter. Bobby Winter already has a win, and he's going against Michael Hayes Moeller in a little bit. Sick.
Oh.
Okay.
Matt
And
Moore,
oh,
Moore's got
that's
a
where
really
he was.
solid back take. Oh, he's taking over for the mount. He's got a figure 4. Looks like he's probably gonna go for a side triangle there.
Mhm.
For a shoulder lock. Oh,
Oh,
he's got the cross scoop. Not cross scoop. He's got the
and Ramos and is that Bill the Grill Cooper on mat 4?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, caught a foot there. See if he can secure it. Oh, nope, he's going to take the back. Spun out.
Michael Lugo now on mat 6. So that is what we have here. But yes, Agate Warrior giving us a nice heads up on the Alan Sanchez versus Kevin Beering mat number 1. Kevin Beering is a true standout for the PGF, and Alan Sanchez is a monster. I believe he's an EBI winner. I always get him confused just because of the combat nature. I think he might have won combat or EBI. It gets very, very difficult to ascertain which one is which, by the way. Once they start blending in, I'm always like, wait, which one did you win? You won the good one, right? Yeah.
Which one's the good one?
Yeah, well, whatever you think it is. What are the other people? Sanchez was EBI, I believe. Thank you. I had hesitation because on our show, he described the fact that when he was a kid, he actually dreamt of winning EBI, and I didn't remember for sure if it was I dreamt I would win EBI, and then I won combat jiu-jitsu, but I think the story was EBI went away, and he was one of the first people to come back to win that when they did bring it back. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think
Get that childhood dream.
but think about that. You manifest that, and he's an artist, so he drew himself with the title. It was like, I'm going to make this happen. And then EBI wasn't around, so they just didn't have it. And he goes, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. So he's like, I tried doing the combat jiu-jitsus and all these other things, and then it happened. So that's the story that makes you lose your shit.
That's awesome. Good for him. Congrats. Hope he does well.
So far, so good. There's a body triangle on Beering, who's not easy to do that to.
He's got a really high seatbelt grip on that as well. Got the 2-on-1. Oh, he had the 2-on-1. Readjusting the triangle. Beering just got the foot between. Looks like he's defending it pretty well.
So his shoulders are kind of off center. So he is. I just saw a submission here. It looks like that's a Ramos submission over Bill the Grill Cooper. Props to him. And in the oddest spats collection on mat number 6, you are seeing, once this gentleman gets up who's trying to pass guard right now, you will see what I have considered the best spats of the day thus far in.
And Sanchez takes Beering by points.
Wow. Good on him. All right, Chris Martinez, Reed Wallace on mat 3. Everybody else, we can kind of chill. Andrew Vega from Vegas, I think. Or no, Andrew Vega. Oh, is that Sensei Vega from 10th Planet, Orange County, I think. Sorry, guys. Takes a second. This is how you know, like, most people do puzzles to make sure they're not going to get too old. I have to remember weird-ass 10th Planet insignia names to go like, oh, government name. Sensei Vega. Oh, is that who that is? Andrew Vega. I think that's him. 10th Planet Orange. Got it. This still works.
Good to know.
Although if it's not him, then I'm really going to sound dumb, but it's very possible. And it says we have a confirmation, EBI 19 champion Alan Sanchez. Thank you so much for the correction, or I guess the fact-checking there, which we were factually looking at the right information. It's just nice to know. Egghead, you and I are going to go play trivia one day.
Oh, pardon me for a quick moment.
Yeah, go for it, bro. Yo, but are those Pac-Man spats? Octavio, mat number 6. When you get a chance, maybe it's just my vision's going, but do they look like Pac-Man spats?
Which one's 6? Is it in order the way it should be?
Mm-hmm.
So it's
top
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the question exactly?
Are those Pac-Man spats?
Give me a second to move in closer to the
Christian Danner, thank you for the question. Who are your predictions for top 3? Overall? It's a loaded question. There's a lot of different weight classes. If we're just going overall, people are going to show out just based on the information we have so far. Sorry, for 77 kg. Thank you. I was about to be like, Jesus, America, and California. All right, let's go real.
No, it's not Pac-Man.
What is it? Is it flowers? Or is it aliens or some shit?
Yeah. Oh, white dots on black with some colors, but it's really not Pac-Man.
So we have a lot of friends in 77 kg. Let me see who they had kind of identified, because the thing I don't love about these things, the thing I don't love about trying to do analysis for these is that you don't know who's competing until day of. And a lot of times, if you're looking at the flow information, they tell you their top predictions, but then you don't know who else is in there. So it's hard to come up with your spoilers or the people that you go, oh, this person might show out at this day. So let's go from who they said. Andy Tackett.
Say unbiased?
They don't care. Andrew Tackett, Andy Varela, Oliver Taza are their top 3. Those are good. John Combs, Renee, Souza, John Satava, Max Hansen, Kieran Kichuk, and Majid are their next. Okay. I mean, legitimately, from those, I think Andrew Tackett and Varela are your top 2.
Standing RNC.
Yeah.
On 4.
Oliver Taza, he always looks like a beast. He can occasionally have a bad day, though. John Combs has won there before, so is Satava.
Body triangle.
Man, I don't know. I was hoping Hansen was going to just blow people out of the water today. I think he's getting in. I think he's ramping up well. So he's looking good, and I always have a big heart on out to the Chambers family. They have been so good to us in the past, and I would love to see good things happen to them. So
Chambers on 6, correct?
Chambers should be on 6 in a moment, yeah. And Max Hansen is back on 3. So let's see. I can reserve rights to come back and revisit that Max Hansen number. You need to get less popular, my guy. It says I got like 4 people, and I find it entirely too stressful as it is. So, Bobby, let me give you some hints here. We want people to come on the show. And when that happens, believe it or not, these athletes have emotions if you say you didn't pick them. And it's absurd because they'll be like, hey, I just didn't pick you. And they go, how dare you not pick me? And I go, I don't know, man. It's a 50-50 equation. You won. Why do you give a shit? Fortunately, I'm funnier than them, so that does work. And it says, think J-Rod will take gold. He has done it before. He looked really good. 2 smother chokes in 20 seconds. I mean, if he's going to do another repeat performance, he could end up with all submissions like he has done before. So last time he ended up with 7 submissions. It's not out of the question yet. There looks like there's a heel. Nope, he's losing the heel hook. Nope. Very good transition there. Chambers is back on 6. And Brady Wickland is back on 7 with Ernesto Rivera. So keep eyes on that. Right now we're going back on over to Chambers because I'd like to see him continue on, but it does look like there's some submission danger that will happen potentially very soon. It says, I have a very good buddy that I work with, Will Rowe. He's near Olympic level D1 wrestler who's wrestled against Taza and Varela. He's super good, but only has about 2 years of BJJ. That's awesome.
Go for it. Start competing, fool.
I hope he gets close. Well, I'm wishing him well, my friend. And you know what the great thing about this is? Every trials, we do get somebody who surprises us. You never know who that person is. It's very hard to predict that. Speaking of which, Andrew Tackett is going to go up against Joshua Squires. That, I think, should be a lot of fun. So keep eyes on that. That's going to happen on mat number 4 very, very shortly. But thank you for that tip. Will Rowe, I will keep eyes on him. It says Hansen got a knee bar and would have earned the elbow genie extra point for the sub in less than 1 minute. Okay, sorry. Egghead, we gotta speak to the civilians here. So in the PGF, they give you incentives for getting submissions in less than a minute. So if you get a submission toward your point total to become part of the top 8 to go for the extra 20K, if you get a submission in under a minute, you get a point. That's pretty dope. I like that. And if you draw, no points. I like that. So there's also
Chambers
different.
Came out with the win. Sorry.
Who did? Chambers?
Chambers.
Oh, good for him. At this point, I just assume, but
Chambers is almost guaranteed to get through the early rounds. Almost.
you know what the weird part is? Chambers has the most difficult time when he gets paired up with another 10th Planet person. And it bugs me because they know each other's game very well. And on occasion, there's just somebody like outlier that comes in. So that's why right now I feel pretty good for him until like tomorrow. And then I'm like,
We'll see.
And it says there's some killers in that weight class. It's insane. How did Jocko's daughter do? I know she's competing. So the women actually haven't gone up yet. It's an old rule from Abu Dhabi that says women cannot compete until the men touch the mats. It's not a real thing. Don't look that up. Sounds real though, right? Especially considering that we play the world's worst trick on women every East Coast Trials. Ha! You won. You don't go. You just get a good seed for the West Coast Trials, which begs the question, why?
Or is there even an East Coast Trials?
Exactly. Nonetheless, there are some women that we're very much looking forward to seeing compete. We have some good friends in that one too. Heel hook here, and he does get the tap. So congratulations in order to Jay Bailey, who I can't tell might have been talking his shit, but I guess if you get a heel hook, talk your shit. Will Rowe actually is on mat number 3. So thank you for that. Match. Yep, Max Hansen did get that submission. That was what we were talking about. I believe that was a knee bar right there. So coming back to that, Oliver Taza on mat number 8, and Will Rowe, which is going back to your friend right now. So Tristan, your buddy Will, is about to go on mat number 3. So eyes right there. I like when somebody's like, oh, my friend is this person. It just happens to be, oh, well, he's about to go right now. Sounds good. Chase Vaughn, Reed Wallace, mat 6. Oh, John Combs about to be on mat number 4. Man, this turnaround time.
Tackett Squire. Tackett wins again. That was quick.
Yeah. Good for him.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Such a nerd. The Tackett brothers are so funny to me because William is so good at like being professional and will give you the right answer no matter what. Andrew is the one that I'm sure will tell me the family secrets if I asked him long enough. Like he would be like, oh yeah. Oh shit, I wasn't supposed to tell you that.
Oh no.
I'd be like, oh. I think Kieran is a problem for 77 kg. That's a really good pick. I like that. I need to see a little bit more on how he does today. I think ADCC, you can compete well at other tournaments, but it's how you compete that day. And it's hard to predict. I like to actually watch the first round and a half, especially to see those people who get buys. That was a really good leg lock that happened on mat number 1. And it looks like that was...
Murray got caught.
Yeah, Murray got caught. That was Delos. Oh, man. That was really fucking good. Yikes. John Combs actually opted to pull guard here against Feasthrow. I think he might try to wrestle up at some point, but...
Just try to get the points.
Oh, but not yet. You can't get the points yet.
I was going to say, like, maybe stall out for them.
I think he wants to try to make sure, like, hey, if it's not working, what's happening here?
That was a really nasty RNC. He did the John Jock logo over his
Oh, that's awesome.
They said in unison.
I mean, listen, dude, we all get stoked when this shit happens. Cameron Hurd is coming back, PGF member for season 6. He'll be on mat number 5. Mat number 5.
Oh, you got inverted under. That was a nice little dive for the Kimura.
Let's see what's happening here. Yes.
Combs.
Oh my God.
I'm surprised he keeps pushing it against those frames.
I want to tell you this right now. That position that Combs has is in my nightmares.
Yeah, it's a bad one.
When he does that to you, it is
just the knee cut with the...
Yep. And he doesn't mind staying there. He'll stay there, and it is death. Like, literal death to be in that position. So, like, really, it drains your energy to even try to frame off it. That's why the frame dies so quickly for him in that position. Now, if he gets this comatine, is what he likes to refer to it, he's got kind of more of a cradle, and I think he's checking the time. Jonah, TS, can you show the stream? No. Going back to what we were saying that was more important. Here's why. I don't love everything Flo does, but they do know me. So, sorry, man. Not going to risk losing my channel just because you're poor. But I will tell you what's happening so that way you can stay basically in the know. Because right now you know that Cameron Hurd is going to be going on mat number 5, and on mat number 1, Dane Leake, who had a very nice victory over Ben Eddy. Some might say surprise. Some might not. Depends on what your interpretation is. And Cam looked like he just got taken down by Parks, but goes to an aggressive guard. Could be a triangle if he plays that right. But we'll see. It's kind of a difficult thing to pull off there. and it says, "Is Adam going to?" I don't know what that. What is
Vaughn and Walls are playing leg spaghetti. Oh no, he's going for the back take off of it.
Is Adam going? Are you referring to like Adam Bradley or something? Looking around, I'm trying to figure out. I haven't seen him right now. Nick Ronan's coming up. Oliver Taza is on mat number 8. Cameron Hurd on mat number 5. Will Rowe, one of our friends was asking. He is on mat number. Ooh, yeah. Be very cautious there, my friend.
Oh,
yeah. It's possible. I think he can get out if he pushes out well enough.
Hope he doesn't have the heel.
No, I mean it's loose.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks like the exposure is
Thank you, brother.
the best.
Well, keep in mind this. If we're going off of what Tristan was saying a little bit earlier, where he's like, he's only been training for 2 years and is D1 wrestler. You know, if you have that awareness and you're doing like that, that's a very good start for 2 years in.
Oh, no
so
doubt.
props to you.
Imagine he's getting really high level roles,
Yes.
being that he's starting there, so he's going to be getting the attention of the brown belts, the black belts, purple belts, anybody else who's in there. Because the white and blue belts are just kind of going to get wrestle talked. He's just going to be able to sit on top and work his game however he wants.
Combs has the back. This should be good enough to hold for a minute and a half if he doesn't get the sub. So it does look like Cameron Hurd. I think he did get the win there. And we were talking about Nick Ronan back on mat number 7. Yep, Cam Hurd, submission win. Thank you for that. I'm going to come back to this in a second, but I just want to make sure. Kieran Kichuk now on mat number 2. He's ahead 2-0 right now. 2-0. Just to let you guys know.
This Taza match is getting kind of boring. Oh, they moved a little bit, but they're still...
To be fair, Taza has grind wins that maybe don't look the most exciting, but win how you need to win. Sicilian Stud. Let me just break this down for you guys. If I know it offhand, I will try to tell you guys, but by and large, if you have not Googled it before me on Flow, I will not know where every person is. And there are 8 matches going on. So, when you say...
Combs is off the mats.
How is Taza doing? Taza is winning. No, I mean, not winning. I mean, they're at 0 points, but he looks fine. He's working on a pass. If he gets a pass, he'll win. It's 40 seconds left. And yes, Combs is...
Oh.
He had the back. Depends on where they reset them. I imagine he's still going to have the back when they reset them back.
In the center.
Yeah.
Yep. Just starting him on top.
Yep.
Oh, with the body triangle in.
Yeah. Like, this should essentially be a wrap here. Man.
Speaking of which, it looks like he's working on a gift wrap.
Yeah. Yeah. He's the worst.
Oh, Rowe's still in it.
Yeah, Rose not only in it, is scoreless. So, okay. Samson Hare. I just don't know who that is. So, my apologies. I'm not as familiar with that individual you were speaking of. But it's for fun.
Oh,
Samson's Hare out of...
the win.
That's 99 kg. We have not really touched that yet. Taza does get the win. Thank you for that notification, as does John Combs. So those 2 favorites continue to look pretty good so far in. Nick Ronan.
Oh,
Ooh.
leg attack right now. He's got both legs.
I mean, his leg is... I was about to say, his leg was... It's so funny when you see someone's leg in a position where if they weren't them or they were you, you'd be like, oh, I'd be fucked. My foot would have gotten countered so hard right there. Not a problem for them. To my knowledge, I don't believe Samson Hare is gone. So that's as best as I can tell you at the moment. That's the 99 division, which I believe doesn't go on until a little bit later. So keep that in mind for what you will.
I like what mat is going on behind number 6, because behind the ref, those 2 guys are really trying to wrestle each other. The ref are just not standing in the middle of the mat to be a pretty good screen.
So is that... I think that is the same as 3 that you're talking about in the background. Yeah, I think that's that.
No, because they're standing. No,
but I think it's different time. Oh no,
different mat.
I think it's the time delay is why.
Oh.
Because you'll see he still has the shorts on over here, the blue shorts.
Does he have blue shorts?
And I think he has blue shorts over there too. It's just for whatever reason we get odd. Oh, Mona Bailey. All right, we're about to start getting to the ladies. So we're 20 minutes early? Question mark?
Good.
Early.
Well, it's because these guys are actually finishing each other within regular.
Yeah, it does help us. So we did get a win over here. And that's Kieran, yeah.
Yep.
Good on him. So what I was laughing about earlier. So there's a thing that we refer to as going without the rash guard as ADCC style. So what happens is over on mat number 3, the one gentleman who's wearing a rash guard was about to like start taking it off because I think it looked like the end of the match. And I couldn't tell if it was too hard for him to take off. And he just goes, fuck it. And I thought it was the end of the match. So I go, oh, okay. He wants to just be like, yo, guns. But instead, I think what they did was they're like, oh, you just have to keep going. He's like, fine.
Yeah, no, I think he thought he won the match. I think he thought he was up by points. Like, yeah, oh no.
It's just now it's something I 100% have to steal when I'm training to be like, oh
No.
wait, we tied?
Oh.
No, fuck. Sorry guys, I can't do the gun salute. I'm just
No. Gotta keep going.
Mona Bailey, mat number 6, and we're still waiting. I mean, your boy Tristan is still looking good. This is a dogfight here. There's still a minute 30 left to go on that one as a heads up. So just so you're aware, let me double check.
Ooh, Mitri gets
wow,
the sub.
good job,
Down
Mitri.
by 4 too. Good for him. Minute left.
That was well done.
You think that was an arm and guillotine too?
Yeah.
That's a rough finish.
That's the other. Oh, Majid Hage. What is the tape that Majid has? Like, Majid's gonna just go back to boxing in a minute. It was the way he taped up his hands. Oh, you love to see that face though, dude. Especially when you catch it and you're behind. That was a cool moment. Alan Sanchez coming up on mat number 5. And Andy Varela returning back on mat number 2. Mat number 2 for Andy Varela. I'll see if I have some more questions or thoughts from you guys. Ex-UFC Sarah Kaufman. So women are just starting to go up now. So I think Mona might have been like the first woman competing I've seen thus far in. And it says, looks like he won via ref's decision. I think you might be right. We're slightly behind you, but it has been back and forth. Like, legitimately, as you mentioned, the high-level wrestling, that's where you need it the most in that overtime. Mm-hmm. It is so tiring and grueling. Like,
if you can just keep the head control, keep snapping somebody, messing with their posture, you're staying active.
And you have that as an advantage over jiu-jitsu people who have to work twice as hard just to be comparable at basic wrestling.
Oh, 100%. And then I feel like wrestling helps a lot more with timing as well when it comes to the techniques. Like, there's been a cool little crossover with like wrestlers in MMA going into striking. Mm-hmm. Coaches saying that they pick up on it quicker because they've got that timing.
Yeah, you
have to have that rhythm instinctually, and you can drive it in more with wrestling. Or jiu-jitsu, I feel like a lot of times it can be more reactionary. You're waiting for that reaction, where there's a little bit more aggression with wrestling. We have to look for the timing for the opening to attack versus react.
I think it also just comes from like wrestlers have a confidence in that drilling aspect where they go, oh, maybe I don't have this, but I'm just going to go 100% and see what happens. Yeah. And they like commit to it so well. Whereas I think jiu-jitsu people are like, I haven't drilled this. How does this work? Where does my body go? So there's something to be said of fake it till you make it in that regard. Tristan Danner just said, this is my first time tuning in. How long have you guys been grappling for? I recently started 5 months ago. Well, first of all, you made the best decision you could have 5 months ago. So congrats on that. Kevin, how long have you been training?
Overall, I started martial arts when I was 5. But that's like Taekwondo. Did that for like 15 years. Wrestled for a half a season in high school. My coach was kind of a dick. So I was like, cool, I'm good. Got involved in MMA when I was like 15. That opened me up to like boxing, kickboxing, a little bit of no-gi, more positional for like MMA, striking, etc. Moving up to doing strictly jiu-jitsu, I put on gi for the first time in 2017.
Wow. Yeah. 2017 was the first time you put on a gi, though.
Yeah.
What do you remember about putting on the gi for the first time, especially if you had done all those other martial arts?
I felt really cool. I was really excited about being a white belt again. It's the best
Oh,
feeling
that's cool.
ever. You're like getting to be like, yeah, I like being at the front of the line sucks because then everybody else looks at you and you're like, no, I'm still learning. Like having at least a few people on the other side of you on that right hand side is great because even on your best days, you have somebody you can go to and you're like, oh, you're gonna ruin me. I'm gonna learn something cool. But yeah, no one on your right. I'm not a fan of that yet. I'm cool. I want more people over there still. So being a white belt was nice.
That's very nice. I've been training. Do you know how long ago the Bible was? Like somewhere in that general region. Like a little bit after Jesus came back, all that good stuff. So a minute. And you mentioned this, which is he's always told me jiu-jitsu guys don't know how to wrestle like wrestlers know how to. That's facts. I know it could be boring, but he's pretty confident he can out-wrestle most. Now, here's the pro and con of that. Pro, overtime, great. Con, somebody pulls guard against a wrestler, it could provide some problems. So one of my favorite things to do, I have a buddy who's a D1 wrestler who coaches with us at the gym I coach at. My favorite thing to do is always, nope, I'm going to sit down. Why am I going to waste my time trying to do what you do better than you do? If I do this, now you have to pass guard. And he's pretty good at it. So he's picked it up very well, and it's really fun to do that. But the strategy that happens is it mitigates what he's really, really good at. So in terms of this rule set, you have 3 minutes where you can pull guard, and it's totally fine. So in that regard, if we go to 0-0 and then it's overtime, I'm in your world. So, yeah.
Sorry, sidetrack. Varela is just running a clinic on passing. He's going back and forth on this like a windshield wiper.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, Dorian is now on mat 7. So Dory, friend. Ooh, the armbar by Andy Varela.
And he flexes on the camera. Oh, Andy fucking Varela.
You know what? I can't even hate on it. It's legit.
He is who he is.
We're starting to get to the ladies. Bree Stick, friend of the show, coming up on mat number 2. Alan Sanchez returns to mat number 5.
Another women's match. Maddie Wade and Courtney Martell is on mat 1.
So Tristan, you ask a very good question here, and I think you have the right 2 different perspectives on this. It is, how long should I be training before competing? Kevin.
I would look at how long you've been training, and not in a matter of time, but like how many times you're going in a week. Understand that when we're getting ready for competition, you're going to need to focus on that 100%. Like it's going to take more and more. And with that, understanding that you need to, if you haven't developed one, develop an A game. If you have an A game, like if I know I can get my double leg to a leg drag to mount to an arm bar every time, then I have my game there. Once that's laid out, also understanding that you need to be able to get out of bad positions. So working from bottom side mount, side control, work your escapes. If you can escape a bad position like Danaher teaches, then you can always focus on your attacks. Once that's taken care of, then you can start looking at competitions. Maybe not ADCC Trials, but there's Grappling Next, there's smaller tournaments, there's things like that where you can go. And even you can look into tournaments where it's double elimination, so you're at least guaranteed 2 matches. You're not going to go there, spend a month, 2 months working on a training camp, go into a competition, and then leave after 5 minutes because somebody got you something lucky. But I'd say 5 months, 6 months if you're going a few days a week. Talk to your professor, see what they feel, get their advice, and sign up for something. Maybe set it as a goal.
My thought process is, before I even answer this question, why do you want to do it? Because that will inform how much you're actually going to spend time doing. If you know your why, you know what's going to happen next. Like, if you have a why, what your motivation is, and that's going to get you there. For years, I didn't compete just because I didn't care. Didn't mean I discouraged anybody from doing it. It's just everybody makes their own decision in this realm. Some people, they want to do it. And if you really wanted to, you could justify competing in a month, like in 2 weeks. If you're you right now, if you really feel it and your coaches feel responsible for saying like, yeah, you're good enough right now. The question is to be ready personally in those 2 weeks. You would probably know you're not where you want to be competitive. If a long-term goal is to get better, figure it out with a long-term goal. But honestly, chasing gold is not necessarily a bad answer because motivation comes in different forms and shapes, but a long-term goal is not going to be concerned with how many win right away. It's going to be how good you are at the end of it. So I would tell you this. if your goal is to compete and just get better, sooner the better, but make a goal as a realistic time of what he mentioned on having your foundations and your basics, because legitimately the worst thing you can do is go if you don't feel comfortable getting out of bad spots and getting stuck in those spots and then saying like, shit, I wasn't ready. So whenever you talk to your coach and you guys come up with a plan, that would, I think, be the best way to do it. So, and it says, oh, look at this. Oh, man. It says, right, I'm just meaning for my first ever tournament in local. Of course. We didn't think you were going to be signing up for ADCC. By the way, you couldn't. This is the last one. Unless you're foreign as well. You have double citizenship. Maybe there's like an Asia trials in here. But you do give a very nice here. Nikila Jackson on the mats. Thank you for that, Egghead. We'll come back to that in a second. But I want to point out what you said here, which is I'm wanting to do it because I've grown up competing in other sports and I miss that competitive edge as well. I really just want to test where I'm at. Then I think you're close. Yeah. Like, that's a good mentality to have.
Yeah, especially if you understand what's like competing, you know the difference between practice and actual like following through, doing it for real. You understand that there is a little difference there. So there's going to be that same barrier or bridge to cross when you go in from sparring rounds at your gym or your dojo or whatever into a competition. Like, you're there to have fun, but they're not your friend.
And to point this out, that mentality of I want to see how I would do, it's going to take you far. Like, you'll get the intel that you need back sooner than perhaps waiting for a long time. So it's definitely something to enjoy and entertain. Shout out my buddy Bobby Winter. So my buddy Bobby was wearing that 10th Planet rash guard, though he's not 10th Planet. He's actually Legion. Yeah. So it's throwing me because I'm like, what is he doing? But he wanted to just support San Diego. So like Bobby is insane. Bobby is also one of the biggest culprits of going off the mats. So the fact that he has not gone off the mats in 23 seconds is actually kind of a positive sign. His opponent rightfully pulls guard because
he looks really big.
He is big. It is tough. So my favorite thing about Bobby is he's the nicest guy in the world. When we rolled, he fights MMA as well, but when we rolled, he works with like Michael Perez. He trains with Keenan at Keenan's gym. There's like an alliance between like PJ Barch and all these guys. They all come together, Adam Bradley. So it's a really good room, right? What's worse is that he's also working with J-Flow. So then he's got the balance that you need, and he's continuing to develop that. So when he and I were rolling, I would almost sweep him with X-Guard, and he would do this. He was like, oh my God, this is so good. You're doing so good. And I was like, no, I'm not.
Because you wouldn't have that reaction.
Because you would have been just swept if it was good. He's like, no, man, this is so good. We finished rolling, and he goes, hey, I have like a note for you. I was like, I'll take it. He gives me the note. I tried doing it before, and he's like, this is so good. I'm like, still no sweep. I want to point this out. You dick.
It's like, hey, if you do this, it'll work. Hey, look, you're doing it. It's not working.
The worst part is he just did this. He goes, oh my God, it's so close. But now I'm going to reverse. And I go, Bobby, you're a dick. But legitimately, of all the fighters I have interviewed, perhaps one of the all-time nicest. Like, savage, amazing jiu-jitsu, and comes from a military background. So, but let's put it this way. We were joking because we just did a roll without time on a mat, without a timer on the mats. And I was just like, you know, most people I do this with, it can be fun. Him, less fun because I have to get out of stuff. And so I think he caught somebody at the last trials because I think he made it top 16 the last time.
Okay.
And I saw that it took him like 4 minutes or however long. Oh, that's the right thing to do with Bobby. Let's not go backwards, Bobby.
Ooh.
Yep. That's a good start. He's not overcommitting to it. He's just not going to explode out of it. I legitimately think if he went forward, he'd be fast enough to get out of it again. Nope, don't give him that. Yes. Kick back on that. Kick back.
There you go.
Yep, he's out, and he's back up. We're good. Anyway, so Bobby, Marine, no, Navy SEAL, I think. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But just in doing jiu-jitsu, like legitimately will just like laugh, have a good time the whole time, good vibes. Came up to do an interview with me from San Diego to Milton's gym.
Oh, dang.
And it was after he won. And now we just kind of have an understanding. Anytime he wins, it's like, well, you're coming on the show. He's like, right, I know. And he won after he won one of his fights. I was just like, hey, man, good job. He's like, all right, when are we doing it? And I was like, damn, I didn't even ask, but fuck yeah.
Sick.
So whenever somebody knows the deal like that, it makes things much easier. Tristan says, I appreciate that, boys. I'm thinking July. That would be around my 8th month mark or so. We'll see what my coach says, just like you said. Also, we'll see round 32 today, or will that be tomorrow? So men go to 32, women go to 16. And, ooh, there's a back take that is stilted on the mats. So, Bree Stick. Thank you, brother. Bree Stick, 0-0 with her opponent right now so far. And she's a Medusa champion as well, if I'm not mistaken.
She is.
Thank you.
Her opponent's giving her a really hard time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good back and forth, though. Boo. I need points on the board, Bobby. So, you know what? That'll do it. You know what? You keep that good grip around there. We free that leg. We could be in business here, my friend. But you know what's really great? If this dude had pulled guard on Bobby and we go to overtime, I like Bobby's shot. I think that bodes well for him. So this is not the worst of outcomes right now. Are there moments when you just wait for some, not wait, but like, are you more entertained when somebody does take you to overtime and they've been pulling guard and you go, man, now I can maybe get my shot to take them down?
Honestly, I haven't had a chance to play that often. However, going from like tournaments to like the super fight type deal, that's really exciting because I know I don't have to spare any energy for like 4 or 5, 6 matches in a bracket.
Yeah.
Thinking I get 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh, I have 7 minutes, 8 minutes. I can just sprint to the end. This is amazing. Let's go. And then just press the gas and just kind of do like the Wiltsy buzzsaw until I'm
nice.
Yeah. Although hearing that like from the corner, like you got 2 minutes left, is always a good little actually a little hit on the afterburners there.
That's fair. I just say that because you also have we're not gonna get these points. God damn it. Okay.
He's had top pressure a lot of times, so it depends on what they feel with the sub attempt and if it's worth giving him the match, but
not with overtime though, because we have to go to overtime first. It sucks because I just want him to like murk this so he saves his energy, but I think if he wins this, he should go to round of 32 then. So then I think he's done for the day. Okay, good to know. Anyway, Tristan, I mean, happy to answer whatever it is you got. It's very funny because you have two people with completely different backgrounds on both how they train and how they have competed. So I just tell people, I'm like, there's not really a wrong answer. It's just you kind of have to live with the idea of, okay, the longer you wait, the longer you're prolonging being better in that way. And then the sooner you go, the sooner you also get this intel of like, you'll get video footage. And that's my favorite part of it, is getting the video footage that like definitively tells you maybe you should work on this. Like, we should not ignore this area. So that to me is more valuable than trophies or recognition. It's just like, oh, now we have a focus for the next 6 weeks. Cool. That's what we're going to do. And
it makes training a lot easier too.
Absolutely. And I like, dude, I have to get, I have to always work on this for myself, but I always like give it to a friend and just say like, just comment on it. Like, what do you think? And then they send it back to me with notes and I go, great. And I just don't influence what they're saying. I don't say it's a good or bad match. I just go, just look at it. Because otherwise it's like you get too caught in doing dumb things.
For an armbar at 5.
Okay. Yeah. Katie McGee, which by the way sounds like a fake name you use at an Irish bar.
Or any bar.
Thank you. Woo!
Ooh.
Yay! No, keep him down. Nope,
Keep
stay on him. Stay on him. Stay on him. That's going to work. Bobby, just be heavy right now, buddy.
wonder if he's going to try to advance the mount.
Knowing him, he probably will. He is very like.
Why are they resetting them? They're on the mats.
It's because they're too far.
There's no one around them.
I know.
At that point,
I know.
the ref
I know.
can just-
There was no reason to do it.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
Stupid.
But you know what though? It's just going to allow Bobby to put some pressure back on. It does work just fine for him.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
It takes a minute to kind of sit there and watch it and go, did we have to do that, bro?
Yeah. But see, then like right away after the reset,
we good. I think Bobby excels at being extra goon pressure. Now him being like, you stand up. Yeah. Yep. It's so funny because I forget what different experiences people have when they're competing against somebody and they're rolling with somebody. But I will be honest with you, as much as he plays that pressure, like I'm pushing you kind of game, the first time we rolled, not like that. The second time we rolled, because now he wants to make it a game and he's having fun beating me. He's just smiling the entire time. It's just murder with pressure. And I'm like, you're not my friend anymore, dude. This sucks.
yeah.
Oh my God. I've also recently got into the phase of teaching him pro wrestling nonsense. I feel like this is part my doing.
Solid. Great. Did he just try to give him the leg?
I think he did.
Here, go for it.
Bobby, you fucking son of a bitch. Of course. No, look at you.
Comes out the win.
Good job, Bobby. So the other thing that's hard to explain here is just, yeah, what a goon he is. The hard thing to explain with Bobby is that he's also like, he's learning more, I think, how to play it up to people. So like, it's just funny to me to see him sitting there and like celebrating and like being all like, let's get hype, where I'm like, bro, there's no crowd there. Like, there's just people waiting for their turn.
Yeah, like no one here is a fan. They're all studying you so they can beat you. You're like, yeah, cheer for me. It's like a cop in prison. Nobody's gonna be like, yay, good job.
No one person there is going
You're the
like,
reason that we're here.
That's right, good job, buddy. Instead, they're like, you get the fuck out of there right now.
See you.
I fucking
Give me
hate that
those
guy.
keys.
Let's give some shout outs right now. Shout out Eric Robles. Shout out John Anthony, Strong John.
Hey.
Let me go through. Angel Freeman, aren't you supposed to be there? Oh, okay. Never mind. I think he's actually banned. It's like one of the few people who's banned by ADCC. That is because he started a fight. Little known remembrance.
Don't do that.
Probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
Probably. You know what? Kids out there, don't start fights.
Just saying.
Unless you get paid. If you get paid to fight, that's a different story. And then I'm kind of behind that.
But then you're. Don't fight when you're not supposed to.
Thank you. That's a good. You know what? Good. That's the slogan.
Don't fight when you're not supposed to.
Don't listen. Y'all need to learn sooner than later.
Don't say violence isn't an option.
Violence is always an option, my friends. That's the best part of this. Medhani Solomon.
Salmon?
Medhani Solomon. Hey, thank you for joining. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys for continuing to like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. If you like what we do here, you want to stay informed, see all the stuff, it really is very cool. So it means a lot. I'm going to check and make sure we're not missing any of y'all's notes, but we have been noticing, we have been trying to keep eyes on anything. Oh no.
Ooh, solid choke on Mat 7. RNC.
Who got that one?
It was,
it's hard to see the ankle. Yeah. All good. We're going to go past that. Wilnick is coming up. So her name's Rana? Oh, Sarah Wilson. Yep. Sarah Wilson is a friend of the show. So she was actually one of the guest commentators for us. So she came on and did analysis. So we will be seeing her on the mats here in just a few minutes. She'll be on mat number 2. So hoping all is well.
Seeing We got 3 on the scoreboard here, but nothing on the live stream for the match for Willink.
Yeah, I think it's about a minute behind.
Okay.
You know, it'd be different if it wasn't from the same website.
That would be, yeah, I'd expect that then.
It's different if I'm actually watching it and the website just goes like, I don't, it's too hard, I can't.
And even like some of the cameras are on different rates. Like some are like, okay, this one's a little bit earlier, this one's a bit later.
Well, I was joking with Octavio because I showed him how one of the cameras looked like. I think it was while you guys were finishing training. Oh, by the way, if you saw this as your opponent, what would you have immediately thought?
This man is serious, and I need to fear him.
Okay, good. I'm glad that's what your first
He looks
thought.
like he's trying to do it. It looks like he's doing it on purpose.
Oh no, I got you, man. Look at the camera work on that camera.
Why?
It just because they didn't
Who
balance
dropped a
it.
T-shirt over
And
it?
legitimately, it's still camera number 2, and you can still see
Yeah.
remnants of how dark it is compared to everybody else. Our student Skylar Idell should be coming up soon. I don't have flow, and I'm at work, so I'll be missing it. Let me know if you see her out there, please. Okay, Ivan, see, you did that right. That's a, hey, here's the full name. If you happen to see them, let me know. I can do my best to keep an eye on it. As you know, the matches come fast and furiously. So if we miss it, I apologize in advance, but we will do our best to put a mark as a reminder there. But it does look like Wilnick, she probably got the win is what I'm assuming there on mat number 3.
Got that by points.
Okay, very nice. Somebody asked, like I said, a little bit earlier how she had done, so we are following up on that.
From Victory MMA.
Jesus. Okay, so got to remember Skylar Idell. Or is it Skylar? Yeah, Idell.
Starts with an I.
I think that's a decent enough way to say it. Sometimes I look at these names and I go, I know I butchered it. We're just going to move ahead. By the way, I just did an interview with somebody. I don't think it's up. It's not up yet. I commentated this dude's fight. I accidentally sent him to the wrong gym. I sent him here on last Sunday.
There is not a mixed martial arts gym named LA Fitness. Right? I'm curious.
Well, the worst part is I sent him here, which is also a gym of mine, technically. I mean, I'm a student here, but on that particular day, I needed him over at Mills. Ooh, ow, that Americana looks, ow. No, thank you. Yeah, I thought she was tapping right there.
No, it looked like the elbow was too high. I feel like the pressure was going the wrong way.
It was her face that was looking like she was tapping and that they all got confused. Like, did you tap or not?
I love how girls are like trying to say, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to like, oh man. And then like 30 seconds later, they're like, I'm going to rip your fucking arm out. Like, you're really not that nice. We can just, I prefer you were honest than like all cutesy afterwards. Like, hey, we just spent 5 minutes trying to literally rip each other's buns out. So,
okay, you're not quite this old yet, but I've mentioned this in the past that old people are very much like, hey man, if you weren't here, we wouldn't have this match, that sort of a thing. There's one dude who like has my number. Like he has beat me twice. The first was close, but the second, like he had a blowout points kind of a thing, like 12 points or something where I was like, shit, dude. But this dude at the second competition we had against each other, he just comes up behind me and just starts like massaging my back. And I was like, bro, you're like,
don't.
Like, can we not do this now? Like, I'm probably one of the most chill people this is going to be about. But like, this is maybe crossing the line of like too easy with each other. Like, let's be pals in 30 minutes.
I feel that. I have people like follow me on Instagram, like they'll find me
Mm.
and then just like blow up my like, oh, I love this, I like this.
Oh,
yo,
no.
dog, I'm like, cool. Like, great match.
Yeah.
I'll see you at a tournament. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
At that point, I feel like it's kind of like a bad date.
Yeah.
He like keeps like,
Ooh, it was a good takedown, but not for us. B. Johnson got that one over on Sarah. Sarah's the homie, as you may recall, on mat number 2. But it was before point, so there is that. Ivan Rodriguez says, all good. She's an exciting grappler going against another talented lady. Should be a good one. We got you, bro. We will keep eyes out.
I saw a back take fighting for an RNC over on mat 1.
Yep. Oh, that dig. in the face.
Oh, got the fight. Doing a really good job fighting the grips.
My other favorite is when you do compete against somebody and you do become friends afterwards. My favorite thing is the over compliments that happen, because there was a dude I had an electric chair and he wasn't tapping. And I was like, damn, okay. So afterwards he's like, man, that electric chair, like, that was really close. And I was like, apparently not, man. Like,
Right.
we don't need to pretend like it was. I was more pissed. I was like, shit, man, this isn't working. Are you okay, man? Because I don't.
Who hurt you?
Yikes.
Because I can't.
But there was nothing funnier than being like, man, that was really good. And I go, okay, that I'll take it. We're just gonna stop right here. But then he started calling me like, dude, you're so strong. And I was like, all right, we're done now.
See, I hate when people say the strong thing. Like I've had old like coaches.
No, but you're legit strong. There's a
No,
very
but, like,
big thing.
But like, it's the most underhanded compliment. Like, be like, man, you're so strong. Like, tell me I have good technique. Tell me I got that flying armbar from doing the bench press. Explain that to me. No, I got it because I've been drilling this shit for the past 6 months. Okay, like.
You should probably. Well, do you want the compliment that's just gonna say like, "Yo, bro, you've been drilling a lot lately."
I'd be like, I would prefer that. I'd be like, whereas like, oh, you're strong. That's like a cop out. It's like, oh, you got this because you're strong. If we were the same strength, it would be like, no. Like, I'm gonna settle the debate here. Hot take. Strength wins.
No, I mean strength's
Jiu-jitsu is about using
a real thing.
But like, jiu-jitsu isn't about not using strength, and people who just don't use strength are gonna get steamrolled all the time. Also, for a dude who's going to be competing in like a few months, or gonna be competing at his 8-month point, this is for you too. Use what you got.
Yeah.
If you're fit, use it, but use it efficiently. Don't just muzzle through something until you're gassed out, you're tired, and you can't use your limbs anymore. Yeah, that's stupid. Now you are muscling it.
So
you aren't doing jiu-jitsu.
A lot of people, I would say this. Jeff Glover, I think, was one of the first people to say this that I saw, but I used to say it slightly different. I think his branding works for it. He's like, whatever your superpower is, use. So a lot for me is always like, well, obviously strategy has to be mine, or efficiency has to be mine, because like I'm not trying to outrace somebody. This isn't a 5K. I'm not trying to out 5K somebody. So whatever your thing is, do. What I do like to do when people start training is I like to take away whatever they're good at for a little bit, to be like, all right, now you got to use whatever you can, but not that. So that way, when I go, okay, we're going to release you into the wild, and now you may use it again. Oh my God. The way that they just come back is insane. So I think it's good exercises. Above all, just try different things. And it does look like B. Johnson is going to come away with the win with a couple seconds left. Shout out, Sarah. We love you. Sucks to see, but is what it is. Sicilian Stud says, anywhere to watch the fights other than Flow? Not that I'm aware of. But like, I'm sure you could find places.
Cracked streams and look up MMA anything. That wouldn't be.
Nope. I wouldn't do any of that.
I wouldn't do any of that. I would not. It's not free at all. And make sure you don't use VPN.
By the way, thank you. Skylar Idell is coming up on mat number 3 right now, and mat number 3. It's actually been going on for 30 seconds, but it's just about to appear on our broadcast here. So, to Ivan, just as a heads up, it's about to happen right now. I like that we can multitask here, and I can go like, wait, no, it's going to come. It's happening. So we are at the 65 kg. I think that means we should be coming up on 65 plus. So we are making some good progress here. Yeah. This is solid.
These women are really trying to finish today.
I mean, listen, being ahead of schedule, great.
Love it.
Big fan.
People are just trying to rest for tomorrow.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm not trying to be here forever, dude. Yeah. I like when people start going fast. Can you keep tabs on Kaufman? Yes, I can definitely try. We haven't seen her go yet, did we, Octavio?
What's going on?
Sarah Kaufman, you haven't seen her go yet? No. Okay. Who, me?
No, I want to look at that pizza because it looks good. I want to get some when I get done with this weight cut. That was fantastic.
It's like it. If
it's the pizza you wish you got every single time you order pizza.
No, you see Joe Peeps. Shout out Joe Peeps.
Oh, I've been to Joe Peeps.
Joe Peeps is great.
I like Joe Peeps too, but the thought process was this was what the boss said. So normally if I do one of these fight companions at somebody's gym, I try to get what they want. And then be like, hey, what do you want here? What do you want? And so yesterday, when we were kind of like, we hit it at the same time. We go, what are you thinking for the food tomorrow? And I go, well, maybe pizza. He goes, we're going here. Marcos. You got to go to Marcos.
Where is he, though?
I don't know. I mean, this is his gym. He doesn't have to be here.
He said he was going to come back, but that was wild.
Yeah, but he's a fucking liar, and we know that. So,
He's napping.
what a bitch. I said that again. What a bitch you are, Michael Frosto. Anyway, just kidding. Oh, he knows. He's fine.
I'm going to let him know.
I mean, you can. You can play the tape. I'm going to be like, yo, I said it. I'll say it again.
It's on record.
You know why? Because you were here to have this food, bitch.
Ooh,
Where were you? Bitch, come get this food. We ordered this pizza for you, bitch. Yeah, I know. There was a part of me that I thought I heard outside him about to walk in. It's just some random fools outside, but I thought I heard him being like, whoa, 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 whoa. So it was my sister's birthday a couple weeks ago. And hilariously, on that same day, there's a clip of Tyler, the Creator. It's like a skit. And it's just him. Somebody comes up and he's in like a women's wig. And he's just playing like a Sweet 16 kind of thing. And this dude who's also playing a woman comes up and he's like, hey, happy birthday. I got you a gift. And he goes, you just going to bring me a birthday gift on my birthday? Like, it's my birthday with a birthday gift on my birthday? And I go, that's the dumbest shit in the world. I sent it to my sister. And then she goes, yo, that's amazing. I'm going to send this to all my friends. They'll be like, do not address me. It is my birthday. What you going to do? Try to bring me a birthday gift on my birthday like it's my birthday? So good. So that's what I want to say to Michael Frosto. You're not going to come eat here this pizza on your pizza day when it was your pizza day that I could have given you a pizza, bitch, and then hit him with the glass. That's what I'm going to do. Sarah Kaufman, I do not see her yet.
Mat 8. We'll be on Mat 8.
Oh, wow.
Versus Michelle Dean.
Well, there you go. Michelle Dean of 10 Planet. So there you go. It says
Kaufman's a red corner.
Still posting fight was at 4, but yeah. No, I mean, it's happening right now.
Yeah.
So you didn't miss much. It is happening right now. Woo. Trying to see who else you guys should keep tabs on. I would say Mat 8 for that one is the one to stick with. Huh. Emily Hauser. Why does that sound familiar? Yeah. Bethany Wright from Alliance San Diego. She's very good. What Matt? That's Matt number 8. Matt number 8, just as a reminder. And then let's come on over this way. You guys can also like, share, and subscribe if you like what you are seeing. And you can definitely subscribe. That's always very helpful to us here at the show. Because we do more than just fight companions. These are our special, every so often sort of broadcasts. We do them for major UFC fights, major grappling events. So we're always here in some fashion, but we have lots of content that we do. And it's worth saying, if somebody wins here, there's a high likelihood they're going to be on my show very soon. So we always put out the invites, and we tend to have a pretty good track record. I think aside from Flo, we're probably the only people who bring on the ADCC winners. Like, period. Like, some people might book one, but we tend to book all of them. So take that. And sometimes I even beat Flo. Like, sometimes they only go with like, oh, Nikki Rod, did you win? Great. This other person, we don't know who you are. Fuck you. We get them all.
Oh, Kaufman's got a standing head.
She does. But,
I don't know how that's gonna work, though.
well, I mean, if she hits like a rock bottom right now, she probably could finish it, honestly. I think you just kind of need a trip.
She tried. She wasn't able to get it.
No,
Oh, yeah,
no.
now she does.
That's a legit essential rock bottom.
100%.
Legitimately, I have hit a couple like that. There's been a lot of stuff that I've learned stupidly from pro wrestling that has come in handy. So don't mock it till you try it, everybody. Lindsay and Cluth. Looks like there's a nasty choke. Ooh. She's going to switch the grip.
Working on the head and arm triangle.
I mean, the weird part is we're working on the escape. she is keeping a decent angle. The hard part of finishing from that angle is when they do start curving in like that. At this point, almost you want to block the hip, but you could almost go and finish that from mount, or at least keep that knee pressure.
Maybe put the knee back on the belly.
Yep.
Drop the leg inside the two, and then
So
sag the hip.
the one,
Other side and sag the hip.
the one thing I'm concerned about is the way that she keeps moving that knee on the inside makes me a little weary that she's good at regarding here. But I think keeping that pressure on, I mean, this is why I always suggest people learn how to finish from mount. All right. That's good. Okay. Making excellent adjustments here. Mm-hmm. And that should be points right now, right?
That's not a tap. That was a post.
Yep, and that's points. That's 3 right there. So Kaufman right now, in case you're wondering, Sicilian stud or didn't find a stream of whatever you were looking for, she is up 5-0. There's 2:12 left to go in regulation here. So things looking very good for her thus far in. Brittany Wright also, or I'm sorry, it's Bethany Wright. My apologies. She is currently in a 0-0 against Nichelle Johnson, and that is happening on mat number 7. And you found a stream. Good for you, buddy.
Solid.
Let's stop talking about that so we don't trigger anything. Sigh.
Oh, look, the ceiling.
Emily Hauser from PGF Season 4. Thank you. And it says it's a bit behind. Well, we'll kind of refrain from talking unless anything major happens here about that particular match then. But yes, Emily Hauser on mat 2. Trying to see anybody else.
Kaufman's up 8-0 now.
Yeah, damn.
Great job. Really dominant mount.
So 8-0, that means she probably has to take the back here then, right? Because unless you... Well, no, that's not necessarily true. Did you know this? For ADCC, if you take the knee off, you can go back to re-racking points.
What?
Yes.
You can spam?
You can spam.
You can spam. Oh,
I remembered...
I would totally just...
No, that's your jam. That's why I wanted to tell you. Oh. I was like, oh, shit, I think that's really in effect for you.
Yo, 2 years, what's up? I'm coming for you.
Oh, wow.
Call me Masubi.
I love it.
I'm all about the spam.
Wow. Just the part that I'm going to clip is everything up until that last bit. And then I'm just going to make sure to conveniently edit that out.
That's fine.
Man, okay. I want to go see. So if I call it up, can I see the matches? Because it bugs me I didn't see it. So 77.
Oops, got up. Oh, try to get up.
Okay. So.
Yo, these plus 66.
I was watching that too. Yeah, that girl actually knows how to wrestle.
Yeah, they're solid wrestlers.
Mm. Oh, he wasn't kidding. Yeah, it was 7 seconds.
Oh,
damn, 7 seconds.
Yeah. We do. All right, let's see it. All right. It's kind of weird. Already pulls guard. Okay.
Inverted.
Yeah.
Tap. Oh. He's got a daily Hiva game. Okay, so he's working like an AOJ style daily Hiva inversion off of that.
Well, CTA. No, that's Bryce. Lead.
Yeah.
What's lead?
Barber.
Thank you.
But so the guy who beat him, he just but like the style of that entry.
Yeah.
Is big AOJ. So boom.
Oh, boy.
I just feel like he wasn't because he. Let's see.
I mean, he was just easing into like starting, and then all of a sudden, just like,
was,
yikes, yeah.
That was it.
Because legitimately,
he literally walked right into it.
And like, legitimately, if you're not reacting here, it's a wrap.
Yeah, he should be retracting that foot and going to like a figure 4 off the bat. Then he could start to try to fight out of 50.
Damn.
But as soon as he sat up, dang.
Yeah, that was. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna shoot him a message, be like, "Yo, the reverse daily Hiva entry was fast."
I mean, listen, is what it is. Bryce, we love you. Good job. Go to win something
You
else
got an
now.
extra 2 seconds. It wasn't 5. It was 7.
Hold on. So, Matt 5.
Mm.
Is it Minor? Minor's rash guard is almost like a Day of the Dead sort of a thing. Yeah, I mean, it's intense. There's a lot of different colors into it. All right, looking back over this way, it looks like we're going to the big boys now. So we're at the almost big boys and then the big boys. So Brian Brown of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, he's up on mat number 1. We'll keep eyes on everything else, but it looks like most of the ladies that you would expect to be your monsters are going to be tomorrow, I assume. I think they might actually already have passed through.
Yeah.
Or we see just like a half second of them today.
I feel like a lot of them already have buys into getting into or invitations rather. But,
It is funny when you start seeing how people are getting invited.
yeah, it is pretty crazy. Makes me want to do more opens. Pardon me.
Go for it, sir. Oh. How you doing, Octavia? Surviving? But this is a much easier version of doing something than working the behind the scenes of like a combat or EBI, right?
I feel like I'm just hanging out here helping you out.
I mean, technically, you've put out
Very minimal task.
To be fair, you've put out some fires. You've also gotten pizza. You helped.
This,
So I think tomorrow.
this is stressless. This is all stressless.
Well, that makes me feel very good because tomorrow what I may do is I may rearrange it since we'll have the full capacity of Milt's gym to L it out. And I may have you just control this and I'll set up the other computer to already have that. But so day 2, the last time they did this, if I remember correctly, instead of this on the 8 mat options, they had something that was like a bullpen order that would scale up, that would tell you like the next 3 matches for that mat, as opposed to this, which is just 1.
Okay.
And really, when I say 1, I mean it's like, oh, this is on now. Did you miss it? Womp womp.
Yeah. Is there a class happening tomorrow?
At Milt's? No. So the hard part to me is, as much as I would love to keep it here, because they have open mat here, it's like, no, that's death. Like, I would love for people to watch open mat, but I would have to ask them to roll without any music, and that's kind of a dick move. Like telling a whole open mat you can't use music because it will kill my stream.
There just also wouldn't be enough space.
I mean, we did it before one year, like right here, and I didn't feel like it was cool for me to take away everybody else's open mat. No. Frosto was open to it. He was like, do whatever you want to do. And I go, all right. So I like the split. It's like one day at both gyms that are near and dear to me.
Go back into the women's room again.
No. No. Even as is, it's like, we made that work to like an inch. Because in there, like legitimately, I had this table that I was going to use. And then I thought about putting it in there. I was like, there's no way I can fit anything other than like this, like the 4-footers. The 4-footers are about as big as it's going to be. But yeah, boof. But yeah, tomorrow we'll have our usual space, just more centered. Up next, we're still waiting for some heavy hitters to hit up next. So you guys got some time. Maybe if you need to use a restroom break, this is the time to do it. You can take a minute for yourself. You can go feed yourself, get some restroom time. Because I'm going to look down and see who's left for today in terms of who's coming up right immediately. Because, yeah, we still have some matches coming up, but there's a couple round buys that get you to round of 64 for the 99s that are just starting right now. Like, you won't see Adam Bradley for a minute. You won't see Adrian Nez for a minute. Gabriel Checo for a minute. Goto for a minute. Joachim for a minute. Joachim's the homie. Shout out. So, one sec. Oh, you're going to be calling in. Oh, okay. Somebody's about to call in a minute. So, we'll get to you momentarily, sir. And then you said, where is a schedule? So, Sicilian Stud, by a schedule, what exactly do you mean? Do you mean like a schemat? Do you mean like a general schedule that they put up? Because they don't tell you, here are the match order schedule per se. I think that is available somewhere, but it's really hard to access. You can go to Flow Arena and check that out. If you're looking for a general, here's the times that we're doing. It's on Flow Grappling, and they do have like a general. Women are supposed to start at 4. Tomorrow it's supposed to start at 11 a.m.
Supposed to.
Now, I'm all for a later start, but that also means we stay later. Last year we were done by like 2:33, and it was glorious for trials for East Coast. So that means we're probably going to be here till 7 tomorrow. So it's fine. It's fine. These things are marathons. It's all good. But yeah, tomorrow starting a little bit later is good because it means I can get some sleep tonight, which I'm a fan of. And since we have to move the setup, it allows me some time to get some back and forth. Oh boy. Can you search 64 kg and what time and what mat the girls are fighting? You know what? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you Flow Arena, the website. On here, all of your wildest dreams can come true. So you're watching off of, it looks like Twitch. Okay. So let's go to Twitch. If you go here, you should be able to spot it, I believe. Cool. La la la. I don't know what that means, but okay. Ta-da. FlowGrapplingArena.com. All right. Springen and Sunia. What is that? Sugnia?
Suniga or Sunija.
So Matthew Paul, Dwayne Johnson on mat number 2, Christopher Collins and Wesley Thompson on mat number 1. Jose Munoz. Oh, Brian Peterson's calling in. All right. Let's talk about it. I don't think you're going to be able to hear him, so I'm just going to give summarizations of what he is saying. But he is a longtime friend of the show. He is actively somebody who works as a social media producer for the show. He cuts the clips, so if you like them, give him the credit. If you don't like them, give him the blame. Either one of those two. Very happy to bring him back on the show. I know he's making time for us, and he's a recent birthday boy who celebrated a birthday. So, ladies and gentlemen, we say welcome and happy birthday to friend of the show, one Brian Peterson. Brian, how you doing, sir?
Howdy, how's it going?
Not too bad. How's your viewing experience going today, sir?
Oh, good. We got a nice birthday meal here. You know, coming to you from scenic my parents' house. Since we decided to have trials over Easter weekend, no one thought that would be a terrible idea. But as is tradition, you know, we got a nice pie. We got a deep dish coming here. Lou Malnati's all the way. If you don't go with Lou's, you're a joke.
What do you get from Lou?
This is a classic Chicago.
The fact that you responded while your mouth is fully full of food only makes you all the more Midwest for us, so we appreciate it.
I'm just trying to give you the authentic experience.
It's okay. As somebody who has definitely had Luminati's a number of times whenever I go visit the in-law, it is good stuff. So what have you seen, sir? You were tasked with something. What were you tasked with?
We're watching the minus 55 kg for the women. We had quite a few notable matchups in that first round. They start with the round of 64, moving into the round of 32 coming up. I think some notable wins. We had Moon beating Bree Stick in the first round. She's going to move up to face Amanda Bruce from Atos up next. I think that's going to be a real good match. Melanie Iverson, another Midwest Chicago-based grappler, has Tammy Muchameshi coming up next, so that's going to be an interesting fight. Tammy, multiple-time world champion, can't seem to get herself an invite yet, though, so stuck out in Vegas doing these trials. And then Ali Walski as well, going to go fight Angela Hill. So I think those are all going to be some crazy fights. Yet to see East Coast Trials winner Alex Enriquez and obvious recent challenger of the gauntlet here on the show has yet to hurt somebody today. So we're all waiting for that too.
Who has impressed you the most thus far in?
There's been a few just dog fights. And watching Moon beat Stick, I think that was a fight that Bree Stick has kind of made her name, kind of on the EBI combat jiu-jitsu scene. I think you would assume that her style would be really suited for trials. So Moon kind of sticking through it and fighting through that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I have to say, we were trying to watch back and forth on our side, and there was a moment where, Bree is somebody who's local to us out in LA, and that's a tap that happened right now over on mat number 6.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a handful of these guys that are not just big, but
Scary.
Yep. Scary as well. The acai is strong, I guess is what we can say.
I
think we can say it because they don't care. So yeah, the steroids are out and about. All the stars are here.
Well, let's be real though. If we call somebody who's on acai who's not on acai, they do get in their feels because it's like, no, how would you say that? I'm not on acai that you can prove. With Bree, we were kind of like, yo, okay, let's see her do, let's see her get a win. And she was pushed. She was pushed really hard. And I feel like she definitely could have gone further. But to see her get stopped like that, people were asking us all day. They're like, are you going to see any surprises? What surprised you? Anything surprised you? She would be one of them, I think.
Yeah, and I know at least on the stream, it was kind of a last-second takedown or sweep, but the score ended officially 0-0 on the stream, and you could see Moon was kind of looking around like, "Where's my 2?" And they ended up giving it to her. So I do also want to point out on mat 2, we do have one Dwayne Johnson out here fighting. So taking a little time from beating people up by the buses to.
You mean the final boss, Dwayne Johnson?
I think so, and not to say any statements about steroid use, but we wouldn't be surprised if we saw the man himself.
So I think that it's pretty funny in that The Rock, after he started going to Hollywood, people were like, I think he started telling a story where he goes, yeah, people were telling me that my physique needed to be a certain way, which I think was his way of saying, like, they were telling me to get off steroids or not do steroids or do something like that. And you look at how skinny he was back then, you go, oh, you still look like a human being back then. Now you're something else. Like, you are definitely good for you, but also like you're not a person anymore.
No. Well, you had like 97, like where he was just like puffed up, swollen steroid Rock. And then you get like 2002 Scorpion King where he leaned out a little bit. And then you just cut to 2013 and beyond. And it's just like, how many people has he eaten and taken their power to get this size?
You know what? I do appreciate. You know what? I appreciate the fact that we are starting to see the action move pretty fast. Like for the big boys, we're actually
they're moving.
They're going fairly fast, and Speaking of which, there's a couple ones I want to bring some attention to. Friend of the show, Joseph Goodman on mat 7. Musaf Raza, he is on mat 8. He's a B team member. And I think I may bring him on at some point for running the gauntlet. He's had somebody, I've had my eye on because he's got a good sense of humor. And then Joey Boss 3 on mat number 5. So those are the ones that we kind of have our eyes on at the moment. But all right, what are bold predictions that we need to be aware of that you have for your division, which is the negative 55 kg?
Yeah, let's pull up that round of 32 here so I get my reference. Alex looked pretty unstoppable at last trials. I believe she also won Nogi Worlds last year. I don't know what you're going to do to stop her at this point. I really wouldn't be surprised if she just runs through everybody. But she's got a lot of good competition. Lauren Sears still has to go. In her first match, she got a bye. Nikki Sullivan out of 50-50 now, former Atos competitor, now out 50-50. Pretty complex guard game. Amanda Bruce is going to be good, and Tammy, can't count out Tammy there as well. All real game competitors, and honestly, Angela Hill's here.
Yeah.
People with this MMA base, I think we get in our mind that ADCC is a grappling event, but you see these people come over from MMA, and they're the name of the game is take people down, don't get taken down. And that is really going to help you in ADCC rules.
Shout out the homie, Victor Cervantes, who looked like he got a dog bar, as you were calling out here. A couple quick notes. It does look like Alex Enriquez is about to make an appearance, and of all people she's going against, another friend of the show, Mona Bailey.
Let's go. Mat 6.
Yep.
Yes, sir. And I feel like after we see her make this one appearance, then we do go to women's getting down to 16. So round of 16
All right.
we're good on the women's, but yeah, okay. So I think if we're here, are we just missing the 99 plusers for the day?
Have they not gone at all, or I thought that was what was just interspersed there?
I think they might have sprinkled them in, but I mean, like, in terms of round of 128. So no, we're still making our way through these. So we still got a minute or two in the 99 kgs. Okay. Sorry, trying to keep eyes on all of them takes a minute, but yes, Alex Enriquez and Mona Bailey happening right now. Very excited for this match. Mona is a great
Alex on that wrestle up.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
There it is.
We love the wrestle up. We love to see it. This is the new meta. I'm all in. I got the Nikki Ryan DVD.
You did?
Oh yeah, dude. You're not getting guillotined if you wrestle up your ass. You just plow straight up. They're not gonna grab your neck.
So I want to point this out. This dude who is competing in the shortest of shorts against Mustafa, and it looks like I think Goodman got that one. Let me double check that. Yeah, Goodman pulled up a submission. Congrats to him. But over on the mat number 8, when the big boys were going, Mustafa was going against a bro that essentially had like wrestler's trunks. And you really do get a little bit of everything here at ADCC. Now, I know that you've been in and out of stuff for today, but Brian.
Which here's a singlet.
What's that?
Singlet on mat 1.
Oh, we have a. Oh, yeah.
Screw this match. Let's go.
I have to ask this. What has been the peak of fashion for you today?
Oh, I think we gotta go to an ADCC Trials staple, which is the bro tank. Seeing a lot of bro tanks out there. CJ Murdoch, repping from Pedigo, out there rocking his tank top, not giving a what, and I think that if you're hunting those heel hooks, you get them tangled up in the straps. It just gives you a little bit of extra power there. So not just a fashion statement, a little bit of a meta move.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. The fact that I teach at more of a kickboxing and MMA gym, I find that that's like my middle ground uniform there. Is I'm like, y'all might fight MMA. It's like the middle ground of I might go to the beach, I might train jiu-jitsu, wait and see. But I do want to point this out. Yes, I think you're right. I think this is the first singlet that we've seen here today.
And she jumped full guard.
Oof. Is that allowed though?
That's surprising. You
I
Oh,
mean,
you
they made
can-
grips
you can-
before. And there's
yeah,
no
you can
score.
scissor takedown in ADCC.
No, I'm
can't
saying
you?
but this was the person who was wearing the singlet that pulled guard.
Yeah, I think
That's what I'm
culturally,
asking here.
Culturally, you're not allowed to wear a singlet and pull guard. But unless it was a big fake, who knows?
By the way, Brian, while looking through photos to put up for your birthday the other day, I did happen upon your old wrestling photos, and I'm saving that maybe for another birthday in the future.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. We'll save that for my wedding night.
Please. Amazing. All right, Enriquez is still happening there. Let's do this. Let's take a pause. If you want to call back in a little bit later and check in with us, all good. If you got to stay with family festivities, all good as well. But I know you have been a busy person, and it's very nice that you were able to make the time to at least check in with us right now. And we very much appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. Keep up the stream. We got this going. Alex looking like she is in on like a guillotine or a cow catcher here, at least taking top if she's not still trying to finish this choke. So that's dope. I'm gonna finish out watching these 55ers go for the honor of competing against Mackenzie Dern in the fall. So
Fair enough, Brian. We appreciate you. Good seeing you, buddy.
yeah, take it easy.
Talk to you later, man. And that is Brian Peterson, social media producer extraordinaire and all around good guy. It's good to see him. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Well, this is why we have 3 cameras. So you'll see me do a quick fix. Bam. Mike Lady, who's a friend of the show, is on mat number 8. He's out in Vegas. He teaches the 6 a.m. class out there. I love that guy. He's great. And Rana Wilnick is back on mat number 3.
Hey, yeah.
So, just in case you were wondering, Alex Enriquez is taking a commanding lead at 10-0. Whew.
That's rough.
I mean, she's really good, dude. It is hard to dispute how great she is at this. Mike Lady. He's down 3 right now. Okay. All right, Mike. We just got to get out of a body triangle. No big. You can do that. Meanwhile, mat number 1. I mean, listen. Homegirl in the singlet is breaking all the rules. First, she pulled guard. Now she's just going for the legs. Like, you know what? I think it was a decoy.
Definitely, 100%.
I'm going to have to pull that off. I'm going to do the same now. I'm going to wear singlet, pull guard, just attack the legs and be like, what? What'd you expect?
Yeah.
That was your fault.
Sorry, buddy.
Actually, you know what? I'm talking to the right person here because somebody did show up one day to 10-round Tuesday in a singlet. And then you try to pass it off as it was somebody else's problem. Like, why were you trying to give someone else the credit for doing that?
So, there's a backstory to this.
Okay.
One of my clients that I train on the side just likes to get garbage gifts, like just the worst things possible, right? So I made the mistake in we have a buddy, for instance, who at IBJF Worlds, this is a few years ago, this is like 2017, 2018. They're on their way out to Worlds, and our buddy misses his Greyhound bus from Barstow.
Oh, no.
And has to get a ride from Barstow to Vegas. He got lost halfway there. He also had a ride there with a bunch of us who were going. Decided, no, I'm going to go on my own. Okay, fine, do your thing. You're an adult. Decided to go to Subway and get a sandwich and missed his bus. My client, as a joke, this guy now lives in New Zealand. My client bought him a replica Greyhound bus and sent it to him as a gift to be like, hey, remember that one time you missed your Greyhound bus?
Oh,
in Barstow?
no.
Yeah, you can just keep this now. That's this guy. So we're talking about he does like a 10-round Tuesday every year. It's like a thing like keep doing jiu-jitsu, right? Da 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 da. I'm like, all right, cool, yeah, go for it, 100%. I'll see you there. I'll make sure you get your rounds. He hits me up randomly and he was like, hey, can I get your address again? I misplaced this. I was like, sure. That's where I went wrong. He got my address. A few weeks later, he's like, hey, check your mail. What? What do you mean check my mail? That's creepy. Check my mail. There's a package in there. What is it? He got me the B Team OnlyFans singlet. I send him a picture and I tell him the only time I'm going to wear this is to 10 round when I go against you. That's fair. You bought this terrible gift. Now I'm going to wrestle you in it. You reap what you sow. He says he's going to come to this 10-round Tuesday. By the way, every other week, new round jiu-jitsu. We do 10-round Tuesday, 10 8-minute rounds, 30 seconds rest. It is a baller time. Really kills you. It's fun. Anyways, come into 10-round, bring the singlet, get a text from him. Hey, I can't make it. You son of a So I told another buddy of mine about this, who also just owned a singlet, but he would just own a singlet. Hashtag what's up, Victor Wong.
Yes.
He also came prepared for this. So now it was two of us in singlets in a jiu-jitsu room for the next hour and a half.
Did you not have like a change of clothes? Like, could you not have
It was
used?
the only thing I brought. I came straight from work. I was like, oh, he's going to be there. Cool. I'm going to pack my stuff in the morning so I can get there. I'll be there in time. Not a problem. And he didn't show up. So stuck wrestling in a singlet.
I mean, that was to me. It was very funny. Now, to your credit, you did have shorts, so
I'm not going to do that to somebody.
Yeah, no. So to your credit, you did put consideration into it. So the reason why I laugh is because I go, well, the fact that you brought shorts with that singlet told me you are thinking about a possibility of being considerate. It's just you didn't take the extra step to be like, but what if nobody comes?
Well, because it was his thing. We've been talking about it for like a month at our sessions. Like, it was a set in cement like thing, and bails.
Is that the only time you've ever shown up in a singlet in a jiu-jitsu context?
100%.
Okay.
I'm not that much of a buffoon. Like,
listen, dude, I don't know what your business is. I don't know what it is or is not doing. But like when you talk about how people, when people show up to ADCC, it's not unusual to actually show up in a singlet at ADCC. It does happen.
I mean, I've seen it once.
Oh no, it's multiple times.
I meant like just today, but like you've seen it.
Oh yeah,
you've seen it once. It's not like it's every other person.
Well, every year there's at least a couple people. There's at least a handful of people every year, and it is without fail the funniest. So, for example, right now on mat number 4, you are seeing Spats no shorts.
See, that's terrible. See, that person deserves not to ever go do jiu-jitsu again.
It's just
it's not even confidence. I mean, the other guy is wearing compression shorts and nothing else.
Sure,
so I can't really.
But you know what it is that it looks like
they're flesh colored.
It's less that it's flesh colored and more like it's like something a lady wears to yoga and goes to Starbucks to pick up some drinks. But like she's a lady and like you don't see anything else.
No, like I feel like instead of flip-flops on the side, he has Uggs.
He probably 100% showed up in the Uggs. So just in case you guys are watching and wondering what we're thinking about, it's probably better if you don't actually see it. I think we've described exactly what you need to know about it.
They are large men.
The big dudes. Faye Cherrier, who is the boo of one Alex Enriquez, is going to be on mat 7. Are they both 55 kg again? Ugh, this shit sucks, man. Like, credit in a world full of gentlemen's agreements. Alex Enriquez going up against her fiance. Woo! That was a good takedown, though. You know what? I'm sorry to you, Ugg boots. You got a good takedown. I can't dispute that.
I don't know. I feel like people who wear spats and not shorts, and leave the shorts off, also have a wrestling background.
Yeah, no. It's a very... I see that as well. it's just because the weird part is there's a certain group of people who are like, that's normal.
They're the same kind of people who go to the bathroom barefoot.
Oh man, yeah.
You barefoot bathroom goblins are terrible, and I have no room for you.
Nikki Sullivan on mat number 1 coming up right now. So, or she is on mat number 1. My apologies.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Brown, mat number 3.
What are we working with?
Kaya Jackson?
Yes. Nikai Jackson and Nikki Sullivan on mat 1.
Yep, that is correct.
That's
They're about to be in.
Catherine's main.
That is correct, sir. Good call on that one.
Yeah.
My apologies for not. You know who didn't bring attention to that? Egghead. Wow, slipping Egghead. Thought we could count on you, but
There's only so much jiu-jitsu you could put into the egghead.
to be fair, Egghead has cracked my shit up because
Yes, big boys running off the mats. That's
Good
what
for
we like
them.
to see.
Did that guy land on the mats or outside the mats?
oh,
Ooh, he landed off the mats.
They did like a soft landing.
It was not. But
man, part of me was hoping he was running back over to splash him again.
just push
Just
back
be
down.
like, wait, I'll come right.
Damn.
No, wait, I got you. Psych.
They went that far?
Ooh,
Oh, yeah,
ooh,
you
is that
grabbed-
a guillotine right there? And that is a tap. Good job. Wow. That happened very quickly. That escalated very quickly. So, Ugg Boots feeling the effects of getting taken down outside. Wow, it's so funny. It's almost like somebody here has predicted that maybe going off the mats, not the smartest of ideas.
And he's taking a knee.
Yeah, dude, I
Holding
would
his
too.
head.
He
Yeah.
fell completely back. He wasn't fully taken down. He was back pedaling, and I think he was maybe reaching, and he fell back
So
off the mats completely on his back.
yeah, no,
Just
he
saying.
totally he flat backed. He did not tuck his chin when he
probably
break
knocked the
fell.
wind out of himself.
Yeah.
Break fell? Break falled? How do you say that? What's the past tense?
Break fallen?
Break yeah.
Uh,
When he break fell?
Break fell.
Break felt.
It felt
Break felt.
He-
Hold on. Sophia Casella on mat number 2.
She's always super dangerous.
Amanda Bruce on mat number 3.
Amanda Bruce is equally super always.
That is correct. And Faye is still on that, and Jessica Crane on
Bruce
that.
versus
So
Moon too.
yeah. Oh God. This is not the time to have any part of your brain malfunction. I think the ref might be signaling he's done on mat number 4, by the way.
Oh shoot. Forfeit?
Well, he did it subtly because the dude was walking around. I think he was doing it like off to the side so he couldn't see a part of his body language, but I was pretty sure he did this. Like, so I think he's just kind of letting him have his moment, but we'll see.
But like, well, here's the question:
Yeah.
because in like MMA, different things like that, like you get an eye poked out, there's a DQ. They don't do that with ADCC though. Like if you can't continue, you can't continue. Correct?
Hold on. Yes. It's so to my understanding, I don't believe this is necessarily like the UFC where you get your 5 minutes. I'd have to check the bylaws, but I've never seen anything quite like that. And my man is definitely taking his standing 5 and turning it into a walking 12.
I mean, he is up 10 points too. Like,
Yep.
why wouldn't he just? There's a minute 37 left. He's up by 10. Pull guard, stall, win your match.
To be
call
fair,
it a day.
you know what you need when you pull guard? Your lower back.
But like he didn't hit his lower back. He was holding his head.
Oh, is it just his head?
Yeah,
Oh.
but he hit the back of it.
Oh, they are going to resume.
Amanda Bruce win her match? The bottom right?
they're
Not
still
yet.
going
They're
0-0.
still going 406. So
Bottom left.
Bottom left is going to be mat 3. That is Bruce and Moon.
Oh, so that match
yeah, so that's just
So Amanda Bruce just won by nasty mounted triangle.
nice. Thank you for that, sir. I did miss that.
I was too busy watching.
I do like this. Egghead Warrior says, "I'm cooking dinner for the family." Well, you know what? Wow, we all make choices, and
Sophia Castella.
just gotta say, Egghead, I
Castella.
thought you were cool. I thought you were about this life.
Sophia
What if
Castella.
there's some facts that need checking, bro? Like, you were my guy, and now I can't find you because you're cooking dinner for other people.
Oh, get out! Oh, solid armbar on mat 2.
Nice.
Yeah, Sophia
well done.
Casella. Sophia Casella. Hope I said that right.
Is that who won?
Yeah, she won.
Yeah.
Like Gary Tonin Jiu-Jitsu. Good job.
Oh, and then
Way to
Nikki
go.
Sullivan beats Nakaya Jackson.
Yeah. Good for her.
That's a tough match.
And Tammy, we're about to see her come up right now. So Tammy Musamichi. Let me see. Back on this side. Morgan Black, that's our girl. And Trinity Pun, also our girl. There's really good action happening right now.
That was a really good armbar on mat 5?
Mm.
Top left, right side.
5, yeah.
So Morgan Black was your winner for the East Coast Trials. We did an interview with her. Just phenomenal person. Just she's coming in at a strong advantage to begin with. And guess what? Ugg Boots does get the win. Boots with the fur.
Right, 12 zip.
Oof, but he is feeling it. You know what? There's nothing more hilarious and more aggravating than when you do this and your coach is just smiling like, that's great. You're seeing your coach smile like that when you're dying on the inside, even if you win, is like, you're not helping me right now, man. This sucks.
It's just his pride. It's their pride. They can't hide it.
Yo, by the way, Mat 6 is going off. Pun in Butterfield.
Pun is always a fast
Yep.
matches.
Yo,
We
already
love Trinity
jump
Pun.
guard, flying armbar, trying to pull guard again, looking for a rubber guard.
I don't know what weight class she is in anymore. I remember
About 7:05. You know what mat it's going to be on. So I believe it's like a precursor. I think if it's telling you what it is, it should be giving you information. So mat 7:05. I don't know yet. It does not seem to preview that for me. But we're currently at about 686. So
Tammy Musumeci on
if
mat
it
1,
is
looking
going
for
in
a
order,
flunt, looking for a leg.
it's
Oh.
about 20 away. So it's relatively close. And you were talking about Trinity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that does not look fun to be in.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
Oh.
she's looking pretty solid right now. This should.
Musumeci looking for a back take off of what looked like they were trying to Berimbolo, but now
Ooh.
they're kind of stuck.
She does manage to stop it. May have another option here in a second. Still have not seen Mo Black. Where's my girl Mo?
Oh, looking for a twister. Looking for Musumeci looking for a twister. Oh, she's in the zone. She's where she needs to be.
that is crazy.
Wow.
I don't know what's happening there.
She went
Oh,
for back take. Oh,
And now Trinity's also going to an armbar. She's starting to loosen it up. Ooh, she's going to attack the wrist now. Good on her.
oh, good
All
cross
right,
over the
let's
head.
go, Mo. All right, on our side, it looks like we're about a minute behind on the Mo Black. That is on mat number 5. Trinity Pun starting to isolate the arm. She's starting to pull it out. She has a
Yo,
grip on the leg. I think
armbar.
she has this.
Armbar in mat 7. What a finish.
Ooh.
Everybody's ripping elbows. Ooh, that is solid. Oh, there's the tap.
God. That looked terrible.
That was rough.
No.
Look at it.
It's like you are trying to fight to stay out of it, but shit, dude. Oh my God. Okay, good stuff.
Back on mat 1, Musumeci still has got the back with a decent body triangle.
And she's got some time. We're not quite at points yet. So give me some notes here, Kevin. If I have that body triangle before points, oh, she's going to let it go and then go into
there
that. Now she
goes.
has the
Boom.
points.
Yeah, she had 7 seconds.
Damn, what a fucking great recognition of time and points. I was just about to ask if I had it before points.
Yeah, I mean,
Doesn't matter.
But since you
but
can spam, you can go back
Since
to
you can
position.
spam, you let it go and then go right back into it. Man. Oh my God. It just
Do you
seems
think
like
people are going
death.
to start following that idea of strategy?
It's in existence, though.
No, but I mean, like, more predominantly. I feel like it's still, I mean, obviously, it's always going to be a submission-heavy competition. That's what we're driving. That's what they're striving
Yeah.
for. That's what they're looking for. Ooh, Musumeci going into a rubber guard. Oh, missing it.
I mean,
Couldn't get the over.
from a competitive standpoint, I have had people do that to me at just regional level where I'm like, oh shit, he's going to spam this. This sucks. So I think you're going to see people who are going to be like Gordon, who just can rack it up. And to be very blunt, racking up a high amount of points in ADCC is like almost near impossible because you only get the half of it. So to be able to make a certain amount of points, like getting to almost like 10 points is a lot in ADCC.
I feel like 10 points is pretty It's a lot in most competition.
It is, but here, if you get to 10 points, I feel like it's almost 20, 25 in other points because you didn't have that first half. If you had that first half, you probably would have been running up the score even more on that.
That's terrible. That one blot on one.
Yeah.
I forget how flexible some of the women are.
Some of the women. Ooh.
So added bonus.
She did get out. Nice.
I mean, there's less motion considered that their shoulders are a bit narrower. That adds for a bit more mobility. So you get these gnarly. Oh no, 100%. But you get these gnarly looking positions, and with the added flexibility and just innate range of motion, you get some really cool highlights out of it.
Yeah.
We're like, well, that girl's arm's broken. He's like, no, fine.
No, exactly, and that's the point. It's like, how is it not like? Dang.
Sicilian Stud. I see one of the matches is about 7:01, and you were looking for 7:05. So I would be on alert. It could potentially be up sooner than you think. So heads up on that, in case you were wondering. We have some friends who joined in, by the way. Saw Big Wong, saw El Champagne Poppy. Ryan Aiken stopped by for a minute, apparently. Didn't know that in the middle of, I guess, doing his thing. So good to see it. What's up, Rudy? Jake Babian, who's going to be competing at the upcoming Subversive. Crispy, what's up, brother? Thank you guys all for joining in. I know you guys probably stopped in and stopped out, but I love the fact that you guys are checking in with us all weekend long. It is a marathon. It's not a sprint, my friends. Mo Black looking for the wrestle up. I thought, nope. Instead, she's still going to be able to keep that. Yeah, somebody might have lost that, but she didn't. Good on her. At 5, Mo Black. No points yet. 2:25 left to go. Sophia Casella, Gary Tonin Jiu-Jitsu, now down by 2 on mat number 2.
Oh.
Just to let you guys know, that is what's happening there. And Lauren Sears, her match, she is working on this arm, and that's a hard thing to fight off. I'm not sure how long she's going to be able to fight that one off, though.
Oh, that was rough. Musameshi barely won.
Yeah.
He had 1, 2, 3. So that'll be interesting.
All right.
That'll be a little bit more of a dominant performance. Especially she held the back for a really long time. Crazy.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, hilarious. So the one thing that I will say, Octavio, so tomorrow, and I don't know that we're going to, how did you already like me back? I literally just gave an applause to Bobby Winter. I was like, yo, applause. And he already just liked and was like, damn, I didn't even press the button fully yet.
He's waiting.
Yeah, he probably was. So a few of the athletes, and he's one of them, have an unwritten rule that if they do some dope shit, they have to call in. So he knows. And I'm like, if you do something real dumb or real amazing, you better call me. And he's like, yeah, I will. So I think maybe he's already on alert to call. And that's Sears. Good job. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking for tomorrow. So I think one of the things I'm going to have you do is, as you're looking through people's social media, because I can't keep on top of it as much, if you see anybody who has an intriguing Instagram post, if we could screenshot it, we can always throw it up on here. Because I just saw something that I didn't know, which was Alex Grandy put up a photo and was talking about how somebody from their team beat the current Pan Olympic champion. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that shit. That's cool to know.
I don't know any of these things either.
It just helps. But Mo, it's scoreless, so Mo's going to have to put in some overtime. Aislinn O'Connell is going to be on mat number 2. She's always good times. Christina Hansen. What's that? Yes. You know what's funny? I asked, oh, they're going to overtime. Yep. I asked, Defron. I was like, yo, would she be up for an interview? And he's like, she's kind of socially shy. And I go, oh, yeah. I was like, hey, man, she's been on my radar, so it's not for lack of want. It's just time and place.
Maybe now you can interview them together.
Yeah, it's possible. That's true. But, I mean, we just got one with Gabe himself, and he's good, man. It's good to see him win. Honestly, he did a great job. He caught that heel hook in the final like nothing. That was really good to see. So I was very, very happy for him. I believe that's John Hansen's wife, Olivia. I think that's right. Is that what we're looking at right now? There was a heel hook by who?
The one that's not limping.
Okay. Yep, the one that just got the hand raised. Thank you very much for that. Angela Hill, mat number 4. Angela Hill, mat number 4.
Well, I'm 78. That's when I might actually just have one because I can. 8 pounds out, I've got it. If you're gonna do that, you might as well get a slice of pizza.
He can't do pizza. He knows that much.
That's a slippery slope. Then I'm eating fries. No. Enjoy it, though. Raf's on the bottom. Blame Raf.
Well, no. I didn't do anything. Mm-mm. Okay. If you're just joining us, welcome. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. We appreciate it. You don't need the cans.
Oh, sick.
That was just for the call in.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like having them on though?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to have them on, you can hear it. That way you know when you're not hearing yourself on air.
Unfair.
That's the one thing that I don't like about it. So I love the naturalness of not having headphones in. Like these are cheap headphones for me since I self-produce it just to make sure that everything sounds okay. But when we do Fight Companions at Milt's and the whole team is there, we've now gotten to the point where it's like, you have to wear these if people are there. So that way we can hear each other. And I will tend to turn it up a little bit. Sarah Kaufman on mat number 2 against Bethany Wright. So Sicilian Stud, just to let you know, that's bout 7:05. It is happening right now. Mat number 2. So Christina Hansen, that was the one I was trying to say earlier. I believe that's John Hansen's wife. So John Hansen, a former 99 plus category winner for ADCC Trials. He should be going there. And it says that's the gold. It looks just like it. It threw me.
He's a veteran of ADCC. He's in them all the time.
It threw me because it looks so much like it. That's so funny. Oh no. Is this supposed to be a pop?
Oh, Hill's having a hard time.
Oh no. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. These are like snuff videos. So it was the Achilles Rocha. Just look at it here because I can't replay it on there. 3, 2, 1. He starts to move, but it's trapped. As he tries to move it, he goes, well, maybe if I do here, and Achilles goes, yoink. So without the noise, just seeing that is the look of like, I'm so sorry. You did it, dude. Like it's just.
It's kind of like a trauma on both.
It is. It's 100%.
Doesn't want
No.
to happen to you, but it was also like.
No, all I ever want to do is technically beat the shit out of somebody. I don't want to actually break anything of theirs.
Yeah,
and I feel.
You'd be okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, yeah,
That's the goal. That's the whole point. So
it's
the stream is experiencing technical issues.
Oh, they're dropping mats.
So 1 and 4 down right now.
As in O'Connell advances.
Is it that they're done? Wouldn't they just say the stream is done?
Well, they went with technical difficulty? No, it didn't say that. Oh, it does say that.
No, the stream is experiencing technical issues.
They probably cut that bug out.
To another friend, Skylar Idell. Skylar Idell is coming up on mat 6. You want to go there before mat 6 doesn't exist anymore, I think.
I think that's Eddie. I just saw him.
Oh, you did?
I just saw his arm. It looked like it was Eddie's arm. He was talking to Azan O'Connell, who's a champion of Medusa, so he probably would have gone up there.
That's fair. Just as a reminder, Sarah Kaufman is on mat number 2. Mat number 2. Well, okay. Oh, no, they're going to overtime. So there is stuff that's happening. Now we're back on mat 4. So the Angela Hill mat should be back on now. The mat number 1 is experiencing technical issues.
Shoot off in the carpets.
Oof.
Ooh.
Could you imagine them bumping into you and making you trip and fall?
Imagine being somebody who gets in the way of somebody getting a sub, and they're like, "You're the reason why I lost." Thanks.
Like, you know what the reason you lost was? You didn't stay on the mat. Don't blame me. Get out of here. I have no problem telling that to somebody's face. I'd be like, you ran into me. I'm a civilian. I'm out on the floor. Could you imagine?
I have ice cream. Yeah, I'm not moving for you.
Which is also one of the funniest things about going to any of these tournaments. And I'm sure you probably feel this way, Jim Jupiter. But the fact that they have the worst health snacks in the world at every competition.
That's why I bring a cooler of food every time. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I want to. And on top of it, it's always super expensive. And I was like, yeah, I want a $13 hot dog with a ketchup packet that tastes like plastic. Thank you. Like,
full disclosure, though. So because I'll have like a snack. When I compete, I don't like to eat a lot. I don't mind waiting until after I compete. So that means usually I'm on an empty stomach or like a light stomach. Fine, no problem. After the last competition, which was shit show for me, one of my friends was like, yo, do you want a beer? And it was St. Patrick's Day. And I was like, oh, I did not earn this beer, but like, I feel like it's the opposite. Now I'm going to take this beer because I didn't earn it. And we go, and he's like, yo, I'm going to get you the 16 ounce. No, I'm going to get you the 24. And I go, okay, great. Because I had no food in me, that was the best beer in the world because I was like, ooh, this is hitting quick.
Naga?
Yeah, it was Naga.
Okay, yeah. So
yeah.
There. Yeah.
Well, that's because when you were running around, you go, hey, I'm going right now. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's that beer. Okay.
But you know what the weird part I realized? I've never gone to watch somebody, especially Matt side, with beer in hand. So it was wild as fuck to sit there and be like, okay, well, I'm going to move, but do we show up with the beer? Do I have to drink it now? Because it's only halfway done. And I just remember thinking how odd and surreal it was to be like, oh, I'm not this person, but I do have this beer, so I'm going to be this person.
That's right.
This is not who I am. This is not who I
It is now.
I mean, general rule of thumb is if somebody's going to buy you a beer, you take that beer.
100%. The best beer always is the free one.
It is the free beer. It is the best. Mat number 4. It looks like we have some dudes. So is this the negative 99? Okay, cool.
It is, yeah. Sebastian something and Jason Patton.
And Jasmine Rocha, they just finished over on mat number 8. And I think Jasmine finishes this triangle, so kudos to her. Rana Wilnick in her, I think this is her third match of the day. Okay. I've seen her so many times. And Skylar Idell, as a reminder, up right now. That meant that Sarah Kaufman was up momentarily, just in case you were keeping tabs on that. So let's say this. Kevin, you're sponsored. You're not sponsored. Whatever it is. What is the ideal fight kit apparel if you're competing at ADCC for you?
Honestly, I'll just rip my school. I'll go new ground. I really like the gear that we have here. Or we do something called Royal Guard. It's an offshoot, so if you don't want to rep the school, really good brand. Yeah, I keep it low key. I don't mind. Like if I can blend into the background, you're not going to pay attention to me, even better. My bet. I did Jiu-Jitsu World League last summer, and I wore my high school gym shorts and the free rash guard they gave me.
Oh, that's amazing! I didn't know that.
I took gold. It was great.
Damn.
But I looked like an absolute R. Just out here reeing my way through. My box of crayons. My box of crayons was sharp. My helmet was on tight. My glue was filled up. Like I was ready to go.
Hold up right now. We do have a finish. Waiting to see who won this one, and I think that's right. That won that one.
I'm at 2.
Mat 2.
I believe so.
It always takes me a second. Okay, congrats to her. Yeah, I just always like to know things being what they may. Because, like, right now, I see an LXB kit, obviously, right? And then I have a lot of homies who wear VHTS, and VHTS is awesome. Love them a lot. They're, like, supporters of Verbal Tap day one. So I just always wonder, I'm like, what would I want? And what would I be wearing, and what's, like, the ideal version of it? And then how tempting is it to also just be like, oh, to be the t-shirt guy or to be the tank top, as Brian was saying. So you're just like, there's so many different options here for what you may or may not want to do.
I will. Let me read
Preface?
what I
Yes.
said. Yeah, let me preface that real quick. If it wasn't my school, because I like the gear here, I'd probably go with like Toro.
Okay.
I like Toro.
Yeah,
It's
Toro's
really
up.
comfortable. It lasts a long time. Shout out Toro. You guys are really good. Thank you for your gi at Worlds. Helped out. Yeah. So I like for gi and no gi. For gi, it's really nice. It fits well. It gets by the judges at IBJJF without being like super baggy in the 90s, like wearing Jinko jeans. They're lightweight. They're good. It helps a weight cut. And then their no gi stuff, again, light, durable. It doesn't get, you don't feel like you're bound up in it.
Stream is experiencing technical difficulties.
Woohoo!
It's 1 and 4 again. Jesus Christ, dude.
Hey man, Flow Grappling is an up and coming mom and pop shop. It's streaming, okay? They're doing the best they can.
So,
A little bit
did I tell you this? When we were doing our broadcast, I was giving Jake Watson shit, and I was comparing him to the fact where I was like, he's like, well, I just want to say, I think that Flo does a really good job of doing. You have to stop that, dude. I can't let this happen on my show. Like, this is on my podcast. This is on my network. And he goes, well, no, I mean, like, Raph, like, if you really think about it, like, Flo, they do a really, really good job. And I go, I don't want to. And he keeps talking. And I go, you sound like somebody trying to convince us that, like, the dark side is a okay, cool group of people.
It's a different way of doing things. Sure, you screw a lot of people over and you don't pay them what they deserve.
Willink got caught in an armbar by a singlet.
No way.
Oh, just got out.
Oh, she did manage to get out. Okay.
Oh, but this girl definitely wrestles.
Nice. I just like the fact that I was telling Watson, I go, you're part of the Empire. And he goes, what? I go, you don't think you're Flo, the Empire? You don't think that? And he goes, well, I know Star Wars. No, we lost all of them. We're like
Right?
50% barely above. What is this? Oh, well, that one's easy. That we just need to refresh. That's fine. You've got
capacity.
Musa Brasa happening on mat number 6.
Yes.
And
Where's Kyle Bohm?
that's the same mat. 6. Oh boy. Okay. So that's happening over there. Meanwhile, I guess they didn't want you to see the end of the Rana Wilnick match.
Guess not. Jocko had them pull the tape.
Especially once they were getting close to that armbar. He's like, pull it. Good. When he says,
They brought it back with just black screen.
yeah, bro.
Entertaining.
I'm going to see if I can convince them to have the Rafa Esparza technical difficulty that I will put on my background.
You choose your own. Fantasize what's really happening. It's up to you. Use your imagination.
Guys, you're paying a subscription to fantasize what happens here.
And we'll show you the hand raise.
Oh my God. Amazing.
Terrible.
Ooh. Wow.
Whoa.
Rasa was trying to fight off that. Kyle Baim ended up catching him in between. So Kyle Baim advances. Helena is coming up right now on mat number 8.
Which is Alyssa Luna.
Yeah, I mean, Helena's just on a streak as well. You know, it's very funny. Let me do that math. I think, yeah, you could potentially see it. That's the weird part to me. Imagine if Helena and Mo both go back to the finals again. You have to beat the person you already beat again. Oh my God. Just that thought as the women's division, it is insane to me.
I mean, that happens a lot at small tournaments anyways.
It's different when it's ADCC. Like
That's
if you've already won it,
That's where you leave the camera. There you go. Thank you.
if you've already won it, like the redundancy of having to do it again is the stupidest thing in the world. It's just so aggravating.
I hope that Willick match is about to end.
Yep.
Which means I didn't see a score in it, so that means
Overtime?
Jocko's daughter got subbed.
Oh.
Good.
Good.
You lost your match? Good. Not gonna go to ADCC? Good. You're sad? Good. All right.
What is BA? Brandon A. You could just put as a initial as your last name on these things?
No, it's because he has a bachelor's.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. And it's weird because he's going up against somebody who could just be BS.
But he knew that, so he didn't.
Helena, Matt 8. Yep, of course. It took me a second to figure out if that was her, and then I saw, nope, she's dressed as candy corn. Yep, that's her. Is she not candy corn?
my
Look at
God.
that.
Oh, yep. No, that's the caution tape one.
I was thinking that. It's a caution cone with some tape on it.
Yeah, that's the caution tape one.
Why are they so far away in the camera shot while all the other ones are much tighter?
Well, I can't prove it, but do you think some of these are fixed lenses?
I mean, I guess it's wide is better than nothing, right?
Yeah. But like you get the impression, like you were talking about earlier, how some of these are different cameras. It could be that some are fixed lenses and some are actual zooms.
They're like, this is what we got.
They're like, listen, bro,
We
you
need 8 cameras. Well, here's 4.
most of you assholes are ripping us off and actually just crack steaming us anyway, so we can't afford this.
Oh, and Helena hit the armbar, and it's done.
Yay,
Oh,
good
looks like
job.
They're zooming out now, so they can't.
So no, they do have the ability to do it. They just choose not to.
Maybe they zoomed in all the way on the lens. Maybe they just have the wrong lens on it.
If that's you zooming all the way from there, you have other issues to address before anything else. Tara
Man,
White.
the girl Helena walked off, just looked like she was full cringe. She looked like she got dunked in muddy water. She just walking out. She looked like a trauma victim.
I would do it if I saw someone dressed like that too.
She didn't approach with caution. That was the
No,
problem.
she didn't. Yep. You would think differently. Huh.
Hey, and there's the T-shirt. We got the tank top.
So the tank top.
On map
It's
5.
and you know what though? This dude's smart because he does the tank top, but he does it tucked in.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. At least he's not being a total goon.
Yeah.
He's like,
I mean, here's the thing. If I'm like light rolling with somebody, I don't mind. But I feel like in this particular scenario, having that extra little, like, if it's flapping out and it just it catches on to something, it's not a terrible strategy at ADCC because it's like, I don't really care about you. So if your foot gets stuck here, it's just my benefit.
I feel that. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm used to wrestling and training in like T-shirts and tank tops enough, anyways. Where it's like, yeah, if you tuck it in, you're usually not going to get it caught. In anything.
Yeah.
It's just extremely baggy clothing, hoodies,
Yes.
hidden pockets, or people who come in with shorts with belt loops. What's your problem?
Really?
I've seen that twice this week.
Really?
Yeah. Like they'd have like the dressy swim trunks. Yeah, but there'd be like 4 pockets on it, belt loops. I'm like, you can't. This isn't golf. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Please get off the mat before you take somebody's finger away in your pocket. What's wrong with you? Yeah, I mean, like,
Swim trunks, at least.
I mean, they are swim trunks. You haven't seen them, like.
So there's dressy swim trunks?
Yeah, they're like, it's like, oh, I have to go to the beach, but I have a meeting at 12:30. Like, I don't care. Get a different, like, yeah. At that point, you're an adult.
Oh my God.
Like, just
He almost has for a split second, he could hit a sharpshooter from there.
I would love to see someone hit.
One day. You know, the weird part is, damn, dude. You know what? The other
you can do that from close guard.
Yes, absolutely can.
You mean the full Boston crab?
Yes.
Yes.
It,
Sorry, not a Boston.
I think it's the hardest variation of the Boston crab to do from full guard. Because if somebody has better, like, if they can turn their hips better than you, it's difficult, not impossible. But there is the way where you're kind of like jumping into that Boston Crab. There's a different way that I do it that I tend to hit that's really good. But I've told people, like, I'll show them how to do it, and it's to MMA fighters. Actually, one person who did see it one time, now that I think about it, I was in a room once. A friend invited me, and I didn't know who would be there, but it was Renato Canuto, Tammy Musumeci, Mikey Musumeci, and a couple of my homies. And at the end, they were like, Raph, do that move that you always do or something. And I was like showing them how to hit the sharpshooter. And Mikey was like, oh, hey, can I see that again? And I was like, what? Why? Like, this is weird. And so they start doing it, and they're like looking at the legitimacy, and they're like, oh, so if you did this, you could hit it. I go, yeah, it's real possible. And then I stopped. I looked at Canuto because I knew him better. And I was like, you can't do this to people. And he's like, what do you mean? I go, don't do this to people. I was like, the reason I can do it is I know when it hurts. And like, at least I have control over it. I was like, Canuto, you move too fast. There's no control. Like, you're going to hit it and it's going to fuck somebody's back up forever. And he just goes, but come on, bro, I want to. And I was like, no, bro, you do all the dumb jumps. You're 100% going to hit it. I go, but for like 2 minutes, I got to feel like a legit instructor in front of like some of the best jiu-jitsu minds in the world. And the fact that they're all like, so your foot moves here and then they do this. And I go, yeah. And then I started asking, I was like, do you understand how to hit the technique? Do you need to see it again? They're like, I would like to see it again. I go, okay.
Like, okay, let's go over WWE 101.
Absolutely. Jevons used to say this. Jevons used to go, have you ever thought about doing a WWE BJJ class? And I go, I don't think that's a good idea. I go, it's a fun gag to do with the people, but like, if I ever charged people for it, I feel like that's when we've gone too far.
I mean, you could do a seminar instead of catch wrestling called like caught wrestling.
That's actually not a bad idea. I've always enjoyed going over the nonsense with people, but it did make me laugh when Jevons did have his gym and he was like, I would let you do it here. And I go, that's tempting. Damn, dude.
That would be very tempting.
I feel I shouldn't.
Do a seminar, see how well it works.
I mean, as it is, I like to
BJJE.
I will say, like, it's just a good party trick. So half the time when somebody's like, how do you do it? I'm like, oh, I'll show you. And then my favorite thing is people, if they don't do good escapes for footlocks, they'll get put in a Boston Crab. And I'm like, this is your fault. I didn't do it. You did it. And they never forget how to get out of it then. Then they start doing real jiu-jitsu, and that's how they get out of shit. So that's why I'm like, oh, this actually serves a very important human service.
Not gonna lie, now I'm kind of thinking I would very much like to hit something like that at my super fight next week. That'd be great.
I mean, you're up there. I think you could do it. I've definitely, the way I've put it to people is I've shown it to people, and like Mikey was one dude who just kind of says that, and Canuto's one dude that just kind of says that. But some of these guys have come up to me who are fans of the show. I show them it. They shake my hand and they're like, I will hit this for you in competition. I was like, by all means.
Please.
I was like, please do, man. That was before I was competing. So I was like, I'm not going to do it. And now I read the rules profusely. Like at Naga, where you feel like anything goes.
And it doesn't.
Almost. I think it's a gray area. I think that move is not quite banned because it technically is a spine lock, but spine locks are allowed with twisters at Naga. It's just...
It has to be no-gi and advanced.
Yes. But it's in a gray area where I've seen other people do it, and I go, oh.
Just because I know, like, for their gi division, at least up to purple or brown, I think, they run it the same as IBJJF when it comes to scoring and what they do and don't allow for submissions, which is bunk. Purple belt should do knee bars. Hot take.
I'm not against that. I think that's a good idea.
I feel like you should totally be able to hit a knee bar. It's just a bigger arm bar.
Well, the thing I get confused on, there are some tournaments that I do that I go, oh, this is the one I can't do this. Shit. Okay. Then all of a sudden for 2 weeks, what's up, Amanda Levy? Congrats to you. Good to see you. Can I tell you a quick story about Amanda Levy?
Yep.
So she won trials for 65 plus. And I happen to be interviewing her, and I don't know if you noticed, but she fights MMA. So I was like, okay, dope. She fights MMA. I was like, how did it feel to take time away from doing MMA to come do the trials that you won? And she's like, oh, I'm not sure if you knew, Raph, but like, I'm not doing MMA anymore. I had like a really bad like head injury or something.
Oh,
and
wow.
like it made it so that I can't, I had to actually stop doing MMA entirely. And cut to me on the other side of the conversation going, what? Like, well, normally I would blame my research department, but I am the research department here, so we're not going to do that. And I just told her, I was like, I feel so sorry about that. That sucks. And she told me, she's like, I really thought, am I actually going to do trials? It was not a for sure thing. And so she said it was right up to the last minute. So seeing her back out here again today, because I had asked her, I was like, are you going to do this trials? This was back in November. And she's like, I don't know. Like, it wasn't an athlete like she normally is that says, yes, I'm going to be there. Yes, I'm going to continue to do it because at least I could still do jiu-jitsu. It was I don't know. I don't know what it's like right now. So I got a big smile on my face just seeing her back out here competing because she's good and she deserves to be back out here. Couple quick notes. I got a note here for Corbin Laporte that's on mat 6. Corbin Laporte, mat 6, training out of B team. So keep an eye there. Ooh. That's a heel hook. That does happen in transition. Well done. And like, oh, fuck, dude, when they're that big too,
There's
I feel like,
a lot of power.
yeah, I was about to say, I was like, I feel your leg shatters even more that big.
I'm curious what the chart is on that, like the graph on that, like size of person until like, strength no longer matters. So your tendons just can't get thicker. Sorry, bud.
There's a part of me that I think you're right. That it almost is like the wait, hold on. Did I see that right?
Kind of like how cute.
Uh-oh.
Attack the hand. Attack the hand. Why aren't you attacking the hand? Break that grip. There you go. Oh, go to the other leg. You can sit through. Go to the other leg. Spin through.
Oh God.
Oy! And we get the slam.
Well done. That slam always makes me slightly nervous when I don't see that head fully tucked in, by the way. Where there's a little bit like, please don't land on the top of your crown.
Although, being in
yes.
position with the armor, have either of you ever tried underhooking the far leg and sitting through?
What you were calling out, right? Yeah. No, you're right. Honestly, I don't have arm bars ever like that with any of my friends. I just move and let go. Like at that point, I just don't keep it. I think it's what happens when you get older. It's just sort of the same way when you're supposed to be inverting and I go, you can invert. I'm not. Sorry, guys. This neck is on rent.
Technically, they all are.
Some more than others, my friend. Derek Flagg going up against... is this dude wearing Muay Thai shorts?
He is wearing the highest cut shorts.
He's
He's about to get heel hooked. Wrong sport.
Yeah.
Tap.
I can always tell when like the defense is not always there, and like when they're just kind of flailing. Like usually the good guys are always swimming their legs in or switching the hooks.
I think you guys probably ascertained this as much, but like Derek is very good at that. Like he's so that was a gift to him right then and there in that entry. But like you did mention, the tip off of, yeah, you know what, bro?
I don't see you getting out.
I think it's gonna be a bad day for you, my friend.
Dude, some from Zenith. Haven't seen that name in forever.
Yeah, I mean, dude, they're Vegas local. I'm trying to see. I don't know if I like those shorts. Maybe I just like the color.
What, the salmon one?
Yeah, I might just like the color of the salmon. I'm not sure I love the hints of it the more I see it. Okay.
The guy he's going against in all black looks like he's getting ready for a powerlifting competition.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks like he's his brother with a really hard R.
But it's very much that like you look at it and it's the warm-ups, the leg up warm-ups that kind of look like that.
I'm like it looks like he's about to take them off and power up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, take off your weighted clothing. That's the secret. Like, now I can power up and fight you at full strength.
Oh my God, that's funny. Who else? So Winther told me that the rash guard he was wearing, Octavio, the one that we thought was a 10th Planet one, is actually from Gold. I don't know if you know, it's like a clothing brand said called Gold BJJ. So it, like, to me, this looks, because it's the San Diego like Padres kind of like look aesthetic. Like, it looks incredibly like that 10th Planet style. And I didn't want to shit on him, but he goes, "Oh, it's gold." And I go,
there's a picture of Keith from his last match. He's wearing the San Diego one. The only difference is the
right.
pinstripes.
And that's why. Thank you. Okay. I was like, who the fuck wore it recently that it was so fresh in my mind. It was, I think you're right. I think it was that recently. Adam Bradley on number 2, by the way. Good call on that. Corbin Crisp, Matt number 1. Those are the ones to keep eyes on, everybody. In case you were wondering. Damn, that's a good call.
You should just get a picture of him and Keith and just put them next to each other and like give a shot and be like, "Do you see?"
I mean, he's also a friend and fan of Keith, so.
Oh, I don't say it out of like any ill will.
No. But I'm like, that's why it's so surprising that it wouldn't, like, logically. When I told him, I'm like, dude, I almost didn't recognize you. It looked like a 10p rash guard. He's like, "Oh no, it's gold." And I go, but it's also a 10th Planet. Like, you know.
Yeah, but
Come on, bro.
I know it's gold, but just admit it looks the same. Like,
but also he's sponsored by them, so I can't go that hard in the paint. As long as they pay my buddy, it's all good. What a fun match that was on mat number 4. Adam Bradley sitting to guard. Oh, that might be a good opening for him right there. Yep. Great grip on that leg. Switching over. Might be looking for a heel hook. The triangle, it may not hold it forever.
Tapping. Ooh, he caught it. Over on mat 8.
I saw that. Nice call. Oof.
Your buddy in the salmon shorts just got a nice north-south position. Looks like he's trying to rotate back to like a neon belly.
No, it's solid. He's in a very good place, especially with 2 minutes left to go. He can almost chill out there, honestly, given his grappling style. Devontae Johnson coming up on mat number dose. Steve Joachim, friend of the show, coming up on mat number 8. There's going to be an over-under on how many times Joachim is flexing the guns at the camera. So keep an eye. I'm going to say at least 3 times he flexes on the camera. Wow. That is also my favorite type of, like, knockdown, is just the, like...
Oh, just when they're sitting?
Just when they're sitting, just, like, vaguely pushing them. Like, not even aggressively doing it. Just at the right angle to catch them.
Oh, it's the best. You catch somebody sitting straight
up. Oh, my God. It's so funny.
Their shoulders aren't in front of their hips. It's easy. They just tilt over like nothing.
Absolutely. And the worst is when they fall like a dog or a cat getting on their hip. Like, oh,
I'm here now.
You dick. I have no arms and extremities. How can I do this? Yep. Like I said, I feel like his grappling style is very much a stall in that position. And I think if he stays there, I think he's got this. Oh, you know what? Nice movement, though. His homie is looking to get out here. Yo. Joachim is not. Wow. Okay. I'm going to have to give him some shit. Joachim is like one of those guys who works out so much and will 100% always go without the rash guard. And today's going with the rash guard. I'm calling that a defeat on his part.
Ooh.
Yep.
Which mat is he on again?
He's on mat 8.
Mat 8. Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. Off bat, and that dude's not going to walk tomorrow.
Nope.
Ooh, don't put pressure on. God damn it. Oh, my God, dude. Like, if you've just got that one heel, I'm sure he's fine, but it doesn't help at that fucking moment, dude. God damn it.
You know what would have really helped?
What?
Not getting caught.
Stop it. you first.
I try not to.
Is that B team? Okay.
No, I'm gonna get got. I'm gonna get mine more than I'm gonna get got.
Enter that into the Hall of Fame, bro. Oh. All right. Good for him.
Yo, it looks like they're arguing for who can be the guy who competes in white shorts.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Who
Although,
gets this look?
to be fair, the dude who ended up winning has the cheaper short, so I give him the edge.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when you're like, what fit? I'm like, usually it's the cheapest one that I can afford, man. Like, I'm not. Listen, we looking for sponsors. Jiu-jitsu don't pay a lot.
So no, that's fair, but I think that is one of the things that happens. Well, you know what? Maybe that's what I'm gonna have to ask Joachim. Is I'm gonna be like, were you sponsored enough that you had to keep those rash guard on? Because I know you don't want to, and he's gonna be like, 100%, I had to.
He's like, yeah, they told me.
But he will 100% be the guy who, if he does win, takes the shirt off, then does the guns. So I feel like my bet could still be in play depending on how well he does here. Pixley coming in right now. Mat number 4. Pixley is also somebody to keep eyes on at this tournament. And Boogie is about to come up on mat number 1, in case you were wondering or wanted to keep eyes on that.
Actually, one of our coaches is going to go up against one of his guys on the 6th.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Andres. Yeah, he's got one of
Sorry. For a second, I thought it was like against Boogie?
No, not Boogie.
It was like
Boogie,
we could have elected a better person to go up against him. It's okay. Okay, but yeah. Against Boogie?
I'm not saying I would have won, but I would have gone.
I
Be
know.
fun. Yeah, let me go against Boogie. Why not?
And I think Pixley picked up the win, if I'm not mistaken there.
He's already in on something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where you want to be if you're Boogie.
Bread and butter.
Oh yeah, he's got his rubber guard in place. He's already got the
Like almost like a carny is what they call this.
no, the carny. Is his foot between the legs?
That's like a go-go.
See, I can't tell right now.
He's too square for a carny right now. He'd have to have his other leg, his inside leg extended to the far leg, toes down, and he'd be shouldering out, getting his posture away to start hitting that shoulder lock. Right now, it looks like he's looking for a palata of some sort.
Go-go platter, right?
He could be. Yeah.
'Cause I think he has,
He's choking him in on the rubber hook. He's got the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's grabbing his own foot right now.
Yeah.
With one hand, I think.
Yep.
Oh, we got
Gets the tap.
Yep.
There
Well
we go.
done.
Good. Right into a position he wants and immediately gets.
Okay, so let me point this out. This is where I feel like this dude came in more on the pro wrestling side because he has the knee sleeves. Like he is gonna have a pro wrestling match. So
Listen, brother, I came in here. I wanted to bring in the chairs, the ladders, the tables. They told me nothing. I couldn't even wear a rash guard. I'll catch you at SummerSlam.
I'll catch you at SummerSlam is the right end of that bit. And Joachim is done. I didn't see if he won or not. Fuck. Now I gotta go look that up. I was too busy doing. You know what? Of all people who are gonna appreciate that, Joachim is also a pro wrestling fan, so he'll deal. He'll be like, you know what? I believed you needed to do the bit. Commit
We
to
did,
it.
brother.
Steve. Oh, is he the only Steve competing? Oh, fucking Brian Guevara won by a sub. Boo. Boo. Is what it is. Where are we at now? Adrian Nez, mat 3. Devontae Johnson, mat 2. Travis Clark, mat 4. Those are the main ones I would keep eyes on. Although Kevin Mendoza from Cobra Kai, we love our friends over at Cobra Kai. And again, as a reminder, if you guys like what you see, comment, concern, all that sort of stuff, you can just put your likes, comments, shares, wherever they are appropriate on the pages. We would love it if you check out our Patreon page. Go to patreon.com/grappling and become a fan and become a member. Your support helps support us and do crazy shit like this. It's also paying for the food today, by the way. So thank you guys. Y'all supporting us on that shit really does help to give some miscellaneous costs that now I'm like, ooh, y'all paid for that. Thank you. It's like a real business or something. Uh-oh, Kimura clock. That's going to be a finish right there. Congrats on over to Bob Orton, Randy Orton's father.
But no RKO finish?
No RKO finish. Nah, man. RKOs are bad for your back, by the way, though. That's why I always feel bad. Randy Orton had to get like back surgery. If people go, well, how did that ever happen? I'm like, because that dude lands on the fucking back. That sucks, bro. All these moves hurt. Never forget that. And sometimes not the person they're supposed to. No, not yet. Oh, call an ambulance, but not for me.
Ooh, belly down on that.
It's close. See that? Legitimately, that's how you hit the Boston Crab right there. Just saying.
Oh, that makes sense. You just rock back with it.
What you need to do is you need to anchor it with the other leg. So you anchor it in between on the back side of that knee. And that allows them
as like a lever to come up on.
Use that lever to come up on, and then as you're getting your grips, if you really want to, you can finish with the single leg belly down, or you grab the other leg and you turn it into a full Boston Crab. So that's why sometimes, even as slow as I am, I can hit that full Boston Crab. I just need a minute. Josh Goto versus Victor Cervantes. I actually like that match a lot. If you guys want to go on over to mat number 6, I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So I know I'm reading this wrong as is, but Joseph Cropshot over here.
No, you said that right, crop shot.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's just really German. The SCH is a big one.
Well, it's Joseph Cropshot right now.
Joseph.
Joseph, thank you. What's that?
Doesn't make it any better.
It doesn't? Okay, thank you. Oh, no, the referee, Ron Henderson, was about to die. Yo,
That's a small referee for these big.
Ron, you got to be bigger, bro. You can't be like that tiny, bro.
That's why he's like on the outside, like, oh, shit,
They should have
shit,
different.
oh, shit.
So we're all the same mind. They should have different weight classes of referee.
They should.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're not over 220, we're not letting you do anything.
By the
And-
way,
and-
would be
and
the
kill
first
them.
time ADCC gets a lawsuit against them. It was like, hey, this is discrimination against us, we little people.
Okay, come on.
Oh, it's so adorable. You guys are so cute. They're like, I'm gonna sue you. I'm a real
All right,
person.
let me see you move them to the middle of the map. Go. Actually, you know what? Yes. Let's have smaller people for bigger matches.
So
Smaller
we're
referees, bigger matches.
down on 2 streams. Mat number 2. It's not necessarily a finish, but Cody Linton is putting it on Devontae Johnson, and Cody from Team Alpha Male. That does explain a little bit of the aggressiveness. 3-0 against Devontae Johnson. There is still some time left on that. That's the part that's hard, is when it's just 11 seconds. Yeah, he's going to end up taking it. Meanwhile, Cervantes looking for a leg on Diasha Goto. Nothing yet. Mike Perez. Huh. Is that the same Mike Perez? Let's find out. What I was just thinking is, I think the way I would ADCC it, if I was a continuing competitor, like if I kept advancing throughout the competition, I think every round I would show up as a different variation of what you're not supposed to do. Like round 1, singlet. Round 2, gi. Round 3, probably just, maybe that's when you go just no spats or no shorts
Just
over
go-
the spats.
just-
I think you basically create every crime on each one of them. And then for your finals, I think on that one, you just go regular tank top. I think that's the right order.
Or do you just strip down like homie did at the open and just do your undies?
God, that's so weird.
You could do the Speedo. You could do the Speedo.
Legitimately, that
That would be one.
was supposed to be the joke capper on that one. But the logistics of endorsing Speedos is something that I feel is a bad step. Like, I feel like doing the joke only invites people to go, oh, so you think that's a bad idea? Wait until I do it.
And then people start coming into ADCC dressed like Borat.
It's not that far off.
See, Craig Jones. See what you started with your short shorts.
Yeah, no shit. It was all fun and games. Craig Jones, RIP. Not dead yet, but I mean,
To ADCC.
hey, listen, every time we look at that social media, we are on edge this week. Every time I see him out that way right now, like, how random is it,
Did
the
you
life
see
that he leads?
Did you see him going to the missile crater?
Yes.
And he's like, yeah, it was 3 kilometers. That's like 2 miles. Not even.
Yeah.
That is not far, sir.
Yep. I like that they basically told him, like, what it convinced him to do it was, hey, I can't convince you that you'll live through this or you won't die, but you'll have a great time. And he was like, nah, good enough. Sounds fun. So I think it's just something that shows you. Are you familiar with what we're talking about here, Octavio?
I know Craig Jones went to Ukraine, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I did see the video he's talking about.
It's
Next to his hotel.
it's really fucking insane. But
I didn't know he was over there.
But it does show levels to like, oh, Gordon's trolling somebody. And Gordon's like, I did a seminar for the police. And it's like, cool. Like, Craig Jones went to do a seminar with a bunch of people who have been injured because of this war.
He went to a country that's in the middle of war.
Like, in the middle of it.
On their homeland front lines.
Does he get like...
I think Josh Ugoto just finished.
Oh, I think you're right.
I think he just won. Good on him. Damn. Shout out to the homie Victor Cervantes, though. That leg bar that you got. Egghead, you did bring up a very valid point, which is, didn't Hulk Hogan lose at least 3 inches of height due to that leg drop finish? Now, Hulk Hogan has said over the years, very famously, that because he would do a leg drop finish, which doesn't seem like it would hurt you, he goes, my tailbone got fucked up as a result of just like landing on the mat. And he goes, if you're somebody who's a wrestler, think about your finishing move because that's what fucks you up. So,
maybe the only honest thing Hulk Hogan has ever said.
Well,
my finishing move would be an arm bar.
You know, to be fair, that's what Ronda Rousey used when she went to the WWE.
Yeah, because that's all she was known for.
Hey, she was known for being.
I mean, as like a move.
Oh, I was about. I thought you. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like being annoying too. I was like, she's been plenty known for being annoying.
People in that industry not liking her.
Ken Shamrock used the heel hook.
Hold on. Nope. Toe hold.
You're right. He did use a toe hold.
Lock too for a while.
Well, they called it the ankle lock, but it's actually a toe hold.
He did exactly the same thing as Kurt Angle with ankle lock.
But that it's not an. It's a toe hold that they rebranded as the ankle lock, which, by the way, took me a half minute when I was starting jiu-jitsu, and I was like, "Oh, the ankle lock," and they're like, "What part of the ankle are you grabbing here, bro?" And I go, "But that's what Kurt Angle does," and they're like, "But you know that's not real," and I was like, "Well, he's a real American hero. Yeah. He has a real gold medal.
The medals are real.
The medals are real.
That is fair.
So you can get the fuck out of here. Yo, friend of the show.
Matt number 3.
Oh, where is... I just saw you, bro. Oh, no. Yeah, Gabe Icavino. So Gabe was asking a little bit earlier. He was, Octavio, he was the one that was doing the joke about himself being the mini-sized Butterbean. Oh, yeah. He's the one on mat 7. And he is in trouble right now. No, yeah, he's on bottom. Yikes, come on, Gabe.
His Butterbean powers will keep him safe.
Oh, that's the hope, bro. This is not looking fun.
Yeah, it's not a good spot to be.
Yeek.
Really shitty spot to be.
All right, Gabriel Checo on mat number 7. I saw somebody else. Props on over to... Oh, it was Brandon Reed. Son of a bitch. Ugh.
How are they the same weight class?
It's just the 99 plus.
That dude is huge.
Yeah. Also, as a reminder, Gabe is somewhat visually impaired, so that's a tough match to have all the way through. But props to him, man. So Reed is somebody who is like a very good social media presence that tries to bridge wrestling and jiu-jitsu. And he puts out very, very informative stuff, but that's, oh God, just imagine like, all right, cool. I kind of like to stand up with people and I've got some decent judo that I like to use. Oh, it's Reed? Ugh. Fuck that guy. He's too good. But yeah, Gabe was earlier watching our broadcast. And last time I didn't know that was him, and he's been like a longtime fan of the show. And I was doing some jokes, and he heard them. And I was like, yo, man, I hope you didn't take offense or anything. I apologize if you did. He's like, oh, no, I know who you are. He's like, I love that you guys were doing jokes about me. And I was like, what a fucking savage. Look at this guy. Sick. Yeah. He's like, dude, the people who roast me think that they're good at roasting me. He's like, you're good at roasting me. And I was like, well, we don't do it that often, bro. So you get one shot when you see first impressions on people. So we just try to go with the funniest shit that we can do.
Oh! Into the chairs, onto a table.
You dummies. This is great. You know, look.
That was a hard one, too.
Oh, he was aiming for it that time.
You know what? All of you, this is your fault. You guys cheered it on, and the reason I'm cheering right now is because I'm seeing the reality of everything I predicted slowly take form. I hope that no one actually gets hurt, but you keep seeing shit like that, they probably will. Just saying.
Triangle. Oh, attempt. Maybe do an arm bar on mat 6.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about now.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. He's got really good head control, but he's not doing anything with the legs.
Yeah, he gets the
he
tap
still gets
off
the
of
tap
that.
off of that.
Wow. You know, I would have liked to see him try to fight out of that just a little bit more.
There was a lot
Ooh, they're going to the next mat. You dummies. You're doing it again. Oh, sure. Why not go into that group too? You know, it's one thing to go into your ballot table. It's a power move to go to the ballot table completely across the other side. Gabriel Checo has a lot of power, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays out for the rest of the day. Consciousness of Kane. Are the negative 99 guys going to finish out the round of 32? They should get down. It should be to the top of 32, not finish it out. So if they're still at 64, which I don't think they are.
I don't believe so.
Hold on. That's negative 69. Is that correct, though? I thought Gabriel Checo was big boy. Maybe it's just put wrong. Yeah. TBD. I think they're done, though. I think this might be the tail end of our day. If that's the case. Are we really going to end at 6? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Keep going. Everybody get a submission. By the way, it should be pointed out here, though, that we have interrupted your day, Kevin, because you were supposed to come here to drill. When are you drilling?
Oh, I'm drilling at 6.
Oh, so this works very well.
Yeah, this is great.
Oh.
Yeah, I got to watch the trials, got to come and do comp class, train a little bit earlier today.
Very
Get
nice.
to do some more drills tonight with my singlet buddy, Victor Wong.
Is he coming in the singlet?
Yeah.
Okay,
no, he's not coming in the singlet. Luckily,
Damn.
he's not coming in the singlet.
Damn.
If he was, we wouldn't be doing drills. To be fair.
That is good. So, go into the people. You know what? Now,
I like how Leshevsky is shoving him all over the place.
absolutely.
Just
At this point, I think I'm rooting for the dinosaurs. Like, not even the civilians anymore. Let the dinosaurs win and kill everybody at Jurassic World. That's my thing. If you guys want this shit, because, dude, I have tried for the last, what's up, Troy Everett? Friend of the show. You're on mat number 2. I have tried for, like, the past, what?
Oh, he's on mat 3, correction. Troy Everett's on mat 3.
We've had the past, I want to say, 6 months since the last trials to tell all the people, like, hey, you know, I really don't love the fact that you go off the mats. To the people who went off the mats. This includes Cody Steele, Bobby Winter, Elijah Dorsey, every one of these people who went off mats at the last trials. And I was like, I think it's a bad idea. It's kind of tacky that you do it, but I'm not going to tell you how to trials. Like, I want you to get your shit in. Every one of them was like, I don't know, man, it's kind of cool. And I go, the only person here who can really say that should be Elijah Dorsey because he actually got the ticket. All of you other goons just did it.
Because you can't, like...
Well, not just because you can, but you didn't qualify. So you took extra injury in a sport where it's a badge of honor that we've created. So it doesn't have to be a badge of honor, but we consider it a badge of honor. But you know what's cooler than a badge of honor? Actually competing at ADCC, because isn't that the purpose of this? So yeah, you might get some great social media looks as a result of it, but guess where they go? To Flow and ADCC, not to you. So what benefit do you get from going out of there? When in actuality, if you look at wrestling, wrestling doesn't have this issue. Wrestling doesn't go off the mats into like the taco stand.
Well, no, you get penalized, don't you?
Yes. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, if they have their shit to figure out, what's our issue? So every single one of these person goes, Raph, I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to still do it. And so now I think the only way you're going to see it is if they keep going into people, because guess what? Look at this.
Again.
Over here. You goons.
Was Leshoved.
I'm not sure I'm supposed to acknowledge these as very good jokes, but whatever.
I mean, it's not my fault. That's his namesake. So I mean,
It's not. Don't you start that.
You got the wrong name, bud.
Nothing is funnier than. Don't blame me for the things I'm saying with my mouth.
Yeah, don't.
How dare you?
Listen, I'm not being a keyboard warrior. I'm being a podcast warrior.
You're learning very quickly. Well, let's double check our work here. It is entirely possible we do have some matches still, but this does bode well. Let's see where we have left off. All right, so let's go to 66. Let's see if we're done for the day. I think so. So that got us to the round of 32 for 66. Great. 77. Round of 32 is set. Great. Ooh, who is going against each other? I should probably come back and look at some of these. Ooh, that's a good match. Shit. Man. So tomorrow, just to give you an idea of how intense some of these things are, if John Combs and Alan Sanchez, whoever wins between them, will go up against the winner of Bialik or Bobby Winter. So John Combs and Bobby Winter is a fuck of a match. And so is Alan Sanchez and Bobby Winter if he advances there. So friends of the show that way. Majid Hage could potentially go up against Kyle Chambers. Tackett
versus
Will Rowe, which is a friend potentially. Max Hansen still in this. Okay. I was trying not to do this, but then I saw Combs and Winter might go up against each other, and I just realized, oh, yikes. Friends. Couch, crop. I'll come back through these to give them a more once-over in a minute, but
who William Tackett's going to go against? I'm curious.
It's a great question. We will double-check that in a second here. 99 is done. Plus 99, which is what we're doing right now. It's kind of what we're piecing together here.
There is like nobody in that division.
It's a very different division, yeah. Maybe they just don't want to go against Gordon if that's his weight class then.
I mean, whatever. Be the second best in the world.
I guess, man. I don't know.
Listen, I'd be eating double doubles right now and just working my way up.
And just going fat.
No. I mean, I'd still be lifting. But it'd be a dirty bulk. Not full Shingoli, more like Big O.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Okay, let's see what we got. I can't tell at this point if they are done. So if I'm looking at this the right way, though, it feels like we still have some work to do before we get to the round of 32. That is set. So, yeah, I think we still have a few more matches to go. Women should all be set, if I'm correct.
Yeah, the women should be all done.
To 16. All right, I'll come back. We'll come back. Boom.
And then tomorrow is everything through finals.
Yep.
It's a long day.
Yeah.
Especially for the committee.
To be fair, once you get it down to 16 and 32, it is a little more manageable. The thing I don't love that we do is they reset the mats to try and make an elevated presentation for finals. So they basically just put seats, condense the mat, make a walkway, lights, vague laser show.
No, just leave it the same.
No, they got to try and elevate the sport because things. I don't know, man. All this shit is very confusing half the time. Anytime they try to tell that, like, I mean, Octavio and I have been preaching this for years, but anytime they're like, yo, we got to step up the production. We got to, and I go, just because you keep saying production doesn't mean you know what it means. You just keep saying like, yeah, more. We gotta do a production of a production. You go, this sounds terrible.
I mean, the world's built on mediocrity, unfortunately.
It's fair. Keith Krikorian versus Ian Morgan. I think he'll get past there. And Ian, oh no. Hold up. Did I?
AJ is there. Hey, what do you know?
AJ is there, but I'm wondering if I missed something. Gio Martinez. Okay. So Gio Martinez versus Joseph Hawley tomorrow. That should be good. Ricky Lule versus Fabian Ramirez. That could be an upset for Fabian, but I think the advantage is still Ricky Lule. Isaac Cordova versus Weisenbrough. Yeah, that's good. Damian Anderson. So Damian Anderson and Keith would be in the same semis if they both advance that far down. That would be very good. They've met in the past before, and I think the advantage still goes Keith. AJ, as you mentioned, is still in it. Oh, Grippo. Grippo and AJ, actually.
Ripple's in this?
Grippo is in 66, yeah.
He competed today?
Yeah. Because he's not getting an outright invite.
But
And
you gave him a bye, I imagine, from his first round?
yeah.
There's no way they're going to put Johnny Grippo in a hard. Yeah, over there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're fine.
what's up, Victor Wong?
We can break the fourth wall. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. Nobody really cares about that part. They mostly just kind of want to. Yeah. So to respond to your question, yes, up until 32, have a little bit of work to do there before we call it a day on the 99s, the big boys. But just looking at the 77s, Taza at the top of one bracket. Hurd and Taza could actually have a really good match if they both advance. Taza with the advantage there. Max Hansen looks pretty good. I'd like to see him continue doing that. Oh, Max could have to go against Kieran Kichuk. That could be interesting. Those would both be to the quarters and semis. Then Andrew Tackett versus Dory. That's so wild to me. That could also be Andrew Tackett versus Chambers, which I believe was from What's Next. If I remember correctly, I think maybe they had a match there. I'll have to double check that one. But Chambers there, Majid Hage always could be an upset. And then, as we were mentioning earlier, John Combs. John Combs versus Tackett could be good if they both advance as well.
That'd be fun.
And Dorion, he could still spoil. I mean, he's definitely a very solid competitor. Bobby Winther, I'd like to see him go further too. Okay, that's 77. 88. Elder Cruz, a big favorite on that side.
Diego's out.
Yeah.
Diego's 100% out.
Yeah. So Elder and Sloan, both there. Although Achilles Rocha was looking pretty good in his performances earlier today. Hunter Colvin looked really good today. William Tackett.
Solid.
Yeah, he looked really good.
I think overall the match time was like.
To be
5
honest, there is a scenario where I could definitely see a William Tackett versus a Ryan Aitken.
That'd be pretty sick.
Yep, Sean Yadamarco is looking good. There's also Chris Wojcik in that division. Got Garmo, the homie. Garmo and Matt Cox is actually going to be a really good match. Keep eyes on that for tomorrow. It's going to be one of the first matches to hit through. And don't forget J-Rod. Damn. So J-Rod's advanced before, so that's one. If I remember correctly, you've also got Tackett that's advanced before. And Elder Cruz is advanced before. So you have 3 people who have ADCC experience in that. Still left. Different winners in different years.
Spread them up too. So.
Yeah, so that there's a little bit of chance for some of them. And there could be one of those matches that pits them against each other. But remains to be seen.
I mean, if anything, that wouldn't happen until the finals.
Right.
That would be sick. That'd
Yep.
be fun.
Kyle Bame is going to be a favorite on his side. Oh, that's right. We got out Devontae Johnson. So Devontae Johnson was a previous winner, and him going out opens the door. I'd like to see Adam Bradley do some big things. Adrian Nez, very, very subtle killer. I'm not sure how Goto's going to go. I got to see him tomorrow. And then, yeah, those are the big ones from the 99. And then we're in progress for 99 plus right now. And let's see where we stand here. They're starting to fill out the rounds of 22 or 32, which is why you're starting to see us come down to just, it says 6 mats right now.
It's really more like.
I don't think that's 6 matches. I think they're still in the process of trying to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 spots. So we still have a little bit of legwork to do, but maybe are there a few buys then off of this? Yeah, we're still working. It's not bad. We've made some good work here today, Octavio.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh. Oh, man. All right, we're back to 7. Amir Alam is about to make his way back on. Austin Baker is a beast. He'll be on the mats very shortly. Austin Baker on mat number 4. Amir on mat number 6. I'm sorry, mat 7. Give a few shout outs to a few friends. Yes, putting on some respect to the name for our good friend, Bobby Winter, who is all the way through to tomorrow. Oh, no. Man, that is one of the hardest things to go through and see the notes that happen afterward. What's happening, Andy? What's happening, Babalu? What's happening, Jason? Thank you guys for watching. So a few notes. Escape the Rat Race, which, by the way, that's a name. The match is over tonight. I mean, they're starting to slow down. So we're on the back end of the day. I think they're filling out for the last 13 spots for tomorrow. The women's are done for the day, so that's good. Everything except for 99 plus. And then once we get to 99 plus being done, we, the pejorative we take a break. We see each other tomorrow. We resume doing this again, doing this whole dance. We'll be here at Grappling Hour. Although tomorrow we're broadcasting live from Milton Arguello's Mixed Martial Arts, not Newground. And we'll be watching there. We'll have friends call in, all the same stuff. But for the most part, we do have a few things left. I think the dude that was filming from B Team, is he allowed to still film there? What's that? I'm not necessarily sure. We heard a rumor that they weren't allowed to film because what's his face? Craig has been talking shit about Flo, so they were telling him to get away. Like, we saw it, we weren't quite sure what it was, and then we had somebody send us a note about that. So, kind of wild, but I think that answers your question, I hope. Hilarious. This is one of my favorite notes, is Chris Wojcik put up a note that said, rare footage of me passing the guard.
Yeah.
Hilarious. All right, ladies and gents, one of the streams is going to be finished for the day. It says the action has ended. So we are down to just seven streams as they fill in for these last spots. And then that's it. That's going to be it for today. What's up, Laura? Good to see you. And then, let me see. How many more do I have? So, getting this down. What a... So, I'm seeing how many matches we have left. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think there's 11 spots that they're still going through right now. Austin Baker gets the win right now. Congratulations to him. That was on mat number 4. That is going to fill one of the remaining last 11-ish spots. Looks like Hartman and Steers may have come to a conclusion as well. Sean Goolsby versus Kevin Statterford. That's going to be on mat number 2. Then these last kind of ones here. I don't know all of these dudes, but let's see if we can find them out together. What's up, David? Thank you for the like and appreciation today. As a reminder, we will be back tomorrow. Coverage starting live and very much on time at 11 a.m. if Flow starts on time, which they probably won't, so we'll probably start late. Mat number 5. If I'm looking at this correctly, that Matt Ayala, I think. We'll come back to that in a second, but I'm looking at a back take attempt, and I think he's just lifting this dude like he was a crash test dummy. Nothing doing there. Starting with the back waist lock. Spencer Gamble, mat number 4. And Goolsby and Stratford are back at number 2. Yeah, some of this tape is outstandingly stupid. Like, it makes me wonder how much is there. So, is this the dude that we were talking about that got kicked out earlier that was filming on mat number 1?
Yes, that's exactly. Yeah, that is him. But I've seen him walking all over the mats. Like, I've seen him filming the whole day.
Yeah.
He's just over there being his, Rugrat self.
It happens.
He looks like if a kaleidoscope and a tie-dye t-shirt had a baby. It was him.
Oh, man. That looks like a finish over on mat number 7. That's a finish on mat number 7 for not the 10th Planet guy. So that's going to be Luke Elders. There we go. Oof. And that looks like a big boy Kimura that he's attempting to do. So instead of finesse, he is looking to see what his knee can do to help get some leverage here to maybe push into there. Oh, doesn't quite get it, but instead now attacking a front headlock.
Oh, good job with the hip elevation. Hopefully he can spin off of it and maybe catch something. Oh,
he thought about it, but you know what? The best part about big boys, they're a little bit slower on the up end.
There we go.
Micah Cross, Jason Valdiva is coming up on mat number 2. Patrick Diego on mat number 1. Cody Gamble, mat number 4. Oh, John Hansen is about to show up. Yeah, John Hansen is a former Trials winner as well. I think 2 times Trials winner. Might be wrong on that one, but I'm pretty. I'll just ask John.
All right.
That's an easy thing to figure out. John is a homie, so appreciate him. All right, 32. All right, let me see what we're up to now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish spots. So these are the last 6 that we're currently working to fill. Then we get to call it a day, my friends. 6 more matches, 6 more spots. That's a arm lock, not quite there. Must be fun to be attacked for like 2 seconds. Look like your arm is going to get a straight arm lock. And then you just go, nah, man, I want to try and attack your legs. Meanwhile, mat number 5. Well, Ella's looking to put a lot of pressure on his opponent. Yeah.
Yeah. He's playing a big boy game.
Yeah, not only a big boy game. Oh, we just lost another stream, so it looks like we're down to just 5 mats. Yeah, that's going to be good enough to just ride on out to the next round. So congratulations.
We got Mr. McSpats.
Mr. McSpats is
we got him.
Oh, but now he's not doing the rash guard.
No, now he's even less.
Oh,
Now he
wow.
is Spats, no shorts, no rash guard.
No.
This man is a walking abomination. He's ready to take on the Hulk.
To be fair, he is taking what I had just pitched out, which is progressively get worse in your costume out as you go.
He has been.
He's like, you know what? Oh, you thought just Spats no shorts was a bad thing? No.
Now we're taking even more away. Next thing you know, he's just gonna come out in his jockstrap.
That's what I'm saying. I think the worry is happening right there. Oh, hello, sir. How are you? Oh, look at that. Yeah, sorry, I meant to tell you that that came for you. Our friend, he definitely dropped by, and he was just like coming here, and he goes, "Hey," and I go, "What's going on?" The only thing that was weird about it is that he goes, "Oh, he doesn't know I came." And I go, should he have? Does he need to? And then he's just like, nah, Bye. And I go, wait, I need more information. This is confusing to me. I mean, it made me all the happier that we were here because imagine he had showed up and was like this and he just goes, no pizza pie? Okay, bye, everybody. By the way, you were not wrong. Marcos, mwah, so good today.
Was that the one you got last time after the tournament? Oh, okay, yeah, it is good. Well, I didn't know it was the same
We're
spot.
not going against you. We weren't doing it just to be like, we don't want to do what you want to do.
Know. Hey, bro, I'm not even eating it. So. Yeah, we went to the bar next door. That was where we ordered.
Nice. Okay, Cody Gamble, John Hansen, Matt number. Oh, that's who John Hansen's up against. Yeah, John Hansen's going to make work out of that dude. I think we feel pretty good about this. Dylan Hogan, Pedigo, submission fighting versus Aldo Rodriguez. That's on mat number 5. That makes sense there. Man, plus 99 is the biggest. Like, look at what you're looking at right now at mat number 5. Just the discrepancy of sizes.
It's ridiculous.
It's why people sign up for it, I'll never know. John Hansen does get the win. Congratulations to him. He advances yet again and ends the terror of Ugg boots.
Mixed spats.
Mixed spats. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Looks like we have another winner here.
We have a man who's easily plus 300 pounds in pink leopard print shorts.
I don't know if they're the last ones to go. We're still figuring that out, but they are mat number 5. Mat number 5. Dylan Hogan, Aldo Rodriguez.
What you don't know is actually Hogan at weigh-ins.
Yeah.
88. He ate his way back up from weigh-ins.
Could you imagine? They're just like, you got too fat. We got to bump you up again. Sorry, bro. Can't be that fat here.
Can't be that fat. No, sorry.
Ladies and gents, I think this is your last match. Ooh, you know what though? Tiny Tim over here has some power on him. He was able to move.
And like
this,
the fact that
Tomio, let them fight it out, bro. It's the last one.
Seriously, the little engine that could let him.
Bro,
do it
we've got 4 minutes and 50 seconds to spare. I will give them that much time.
And like, I will say, this 300-pound man is dressed
Ooh,
with the hairdo of Jerry Prochaska, and it's terrible. No, not half guard. No, not bottom half. Oh, that sucks.
Yes.
But why does he have the weird Jerry top knot thing? It's stupid. Oh.
Let me see. The note I get here is Super Nintendo Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. Thank you very much for that. What a poet. Thank you. Wow. It says, bro, I'm still at work. There's no way this is still going on at 9 p.m. Eastern, is it? I mean, it's about done. So to be fair, it's very close to being done in the time that
in the next 4 minutes
they were predicting if they had started on time. So it's like, it's close. Any big names lose yet? Hold on. I would say Bree Stick was a fairly big name. She lost.
Yeah, she lost her first match.
On the dude side, there was Devontae Johnson, him going out. Yeah, he's out. Former winner of trials. This dude lynched, whatever. No, it's some like good guy. It was a very good match, but he was putting it on him. And let me see what else here going. Oh, Egghead already responded and said, yes, still going, as a matter of fact. Yes, very much so. As a reminder, as we are telling you guys, there is 3:17 left to go, or 3:16, the Austin time zone right now. We continue our coverage tomorrow. So before we finish this match, just to remind you, tomorrow we will start coverage at 11 a.m. That's if Flow starts at 11 a.m. If they don't start at 11 a.m., it's probably 10 minutes after they do, because come on, legitimately. If they have their shit together, we'll have our shit together, and they won't. So we won't.
So he doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, they go 9 a.m. I go, bet you won't. 9 a.m. Mo went out, told everybody, he's like, everybody, we're starting at 9:15. When I heard that, I was like, oh, so you guys are going to start 15 minutes late? I'm going to start 20 minutes late. Fuck you guys. Take that. Oh, good. Well, okay, no. So Gabe just commented right now and said, well, that sucked. Gabe, it did look like it was not fun. I will tell you that much. However, that dude looked like he had a lot of power. That back control, yeah, I could 100% see that. But props to you for still getting out there, bro. Mm-hmm. This is a fucking wild-ass division. I don't know how you do it. Egghead Warrior, BT Dubs, the chicken fachada turned out very well. Kiddos were happy. Well, you know who was not happy? Me, because you were away from us. You know what you should do on ADCC days? You get the kids some delivery. All right? Pay a few extra bucks. Brandon's got to be paying you the extra bucks these days. I mean, you don't have to get DiGiorno. I mean, we got classy pizza here.
I mean, it's not delivery, but.
Yeah, it's not delivery. Just drink your drink. Ooh, where did Kimura? No!
Stop Go into the light.
Octavio here with the Player Hater of the Year award. Hate.
He's succumbed to cold pizza syndrome.
It's just
and he rips and dips.
He does get that. All right, so you can start doing your drilling. Well, first of all, thank you for being on. Second of all, you should look at that camera. Actually, we didn't really use the other cameras all the time. Let me see if they're working okay. Is that the one? That's the one. You should look at that one over there, and you should plug and tell people where they can find you competing.
Hey, guys, you can find me at KevinScott_JJ on Instagram. I'll be competing for Arte Suave. That's Arte Suave Elite at Instagram as well. They have a link there for tickets for in sale or for the pay-per-view. Pay-per-view is only $20. We're looking at like 20 plus different super fights on the card. All some great jiu-jitsu, gi, no gi, everything you want. Come through, check it out, April 6th.
Well done, sir. Thank you for sticking it out and for keeping us company. Oh, I don't want that comment. We're done with that comment. It says, how is Helena Cravar done? She won. She did great. Let me do my goodbye to him. Good work, sir. Excellent analysis. We appreciate you for joining us for so long. Thank you for helping keep things in order. You were a vital part of us being able to get through today, so we appreciate you very much.
Good to be here.
All right.
Fun.
Absolutely, sir. Enjoy. Watch this man or not.
April 6th.
April 6th. He's going to be competing, and I'm sure you're going to see a lot more of him as things come up. Couple reminders before we get on out of here. First and foremost, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't liked, comment, and subscribed, and especially subscribed, it would really mean a lot. So wherever you're watching this, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, we're on everything essentially, and it's just at Grappling Hour, so it's very easy to find us. So go ahead, give us some love there. And last couple things. Join us on Patreon. You can find us at patreon.com/Grappling Hour. If you guys want to follow us along for $5 a month, you can see our interviews 30 days before anybody else. And if you want to pay a few extra bucks, you can get the premium editions of our show, which are extra episodes or bonus content that's not available anywhere else, including Roast Draft, a portion of our show where people mock and roast my competition footage. You can also catch our ADCC profiles that we're going to do on individual athletes. Now, there's over 100 athletes that compete at ADCC, and we're going to do all of them, most of them. We're going to do all of them, most of them, as many as we can do. That's what I'm promising. It might be a little bit of work, but I'm already doing the research anyway, so you guys might as well come along for the ride. So there's that. Additionally, last couple notes. You could also join us on Discord at Grappling Hour and RafaSparza.com/merch to get shit like this. Look at this. You want to get these shirts, these hoodies, these Grappling Hour shirts and hoodies, RafaSparza.com/merch. It means the world to us, and we very much appreciate you guys. And I think that is essentially going to get here. I see you keep asking me questions, but I am very much trying to get out of here. So I am going to very speedily answer your question. Also, have Mo Black and Amanda Levy advance? The answer was yes, and we have covered that at least 3 times. So how about this? Tomorrow, save your questions. Start at 11 a.m., and I will answer your questions right back here wherever you're watching us at Grappling Hour. So come back tomorrow. So remember when I said I'm not taking any more questions, and then you asked another question? This is my way of saying I need to have time to myself. I think it's time we see other people at least until tomorrow at what time? 11 a.m. Very good, everybody. That does make a difference. All right, guys. It has been a great day for grappling. My name is Rafa Sparza. On behalf of all of us here at the Grappling Hour, we'll see you back on the mats.